So good evening, everybody. Welcome to the uh, third session on PLS-SEM using R. So let me give you a flashback. Yes, on the very first day, we discussed about measurements in social sciences. Then we talk about structure equation modeling, that when to use structure equation modeling. Yes, and on the second day, we talked about PLS-SEM. Again, PLS-SEM is a technique of structure equation modeling like CBSEM, but CBSEM is a different approach and PLS-SEM is a different approach to structure equation modeling. Then we also saw what are the considerations in which you need to use PLS-SEM. So whenever you read standard papers where people have applied PLS-SEM, they always write one paragraph or 5-6 line in defense as to why they are using PLS-SEM instead of CBSEM. So again, you should read that paper, when to use and how to report the results of PLS-SEM, given by Professor Hare et al. It's a wonderful paper, and they have written in detail as to what are the considerations for using PLS-SEM and what are the statistical thresholds you need to use whenever you are using PLS-SEM. So yesterday we also gave a hands-on practice on R and R Studio. By the way, there is one R base package interface and there is a R Studio interface. So R base interface is not that user friendly, but yes, the wordings and the numbers sounds or looks decent in R base interface. R Studio is friendly, user friendly in the sense that you get pop-up. The moment you type one or two words, immediately R Studio understands and throws lot many things before you. That's why R Studio is more popular, because it has a graphic user interface and it makes your work very easy. So again, R base interface and R Studio interface, they are R only. Okay, and so yes, and yesterday also we performed some of the analysis in R, and initially we started with basic arithmetic, plus, minus, multiply, divide, square root, cube root, and all those things. Then second thing, we saw how to create vectors. Now when I say vectors, vectors are used to store value. So today we are going to perform uh, uh, statistical modeling using partial least square approach. So today we'll create a lot of vectors. Now when I say vector, it is used to store value, and you can store as much value as you want in one alphabet or two alphabet, and later on you can use it, you can perform any complex operations to that vector. So second was creating vectors. Then third, we saw how to create matrix. Again, when I say matrix, it is nothing but arrangement in rows and columns. So you can create a matrix and you can extract a particular value from the matrix. Then fourth, we saw how to create a data frame. In fact, the data that we collect for our research, actually it is a data frame. Yes. So Excel or spreadsheet, the data that we have in the Excel or spreadsheet, actually it is a data frame. So when I say data frame, so data frame, in the columns, we have all the names of the variables, and in the rows, we have all the observations. So data frame is similar to spreadsheet, or for that matter, Excel. And also we saw how to extract a particular value from the data frame. The fifth thing that we saw was how to use the inbuilt data sets which are there in R. So if you simply type data bracket close command in your console window in the R Studio, you will get all the data set which is there in the R Studio. So you can use this data, you can practice this data, you can do some modeling, and also you can present your papers in some conferences or maybe in some journals by using the inbuilt data set which is there in R, which is easily available. And next thing we saw that how to calculate correlations. Now, when I say correlation simply tells you the association between two variables, whether X and Y are related or not. And the value of correlation ranges from -1 to +1, and in between there is a 0. So let's say if your R is 0, it tells you that there is no correlation between the two variables. By the way, correlation only tells or only gives information about the association between two variables. Correlation is not causation. Correlation will not tell you that that what is causing what. Correlation will not guide you as to whether Y is influenced by X or vice versa. Correlation simply tells that two variables are associated. By the way, when you run regression, it is important that the two variables should be related, because if there is a relation, then only there can be influence. So correlation is a test of association, and regression is a test of influence, or regression is a test of understanding the impact of one or more than one independent variables on the dependent variable. So as far as correlation is concerned, we saw two commands. One is core command, and second is core.test command. The moment you type core.test command, yes, you will get the p value, t value, and the confidence interval. So p value will guide you whether your null hypothesis is rejected or you have failed to reject the null hypothesis. Yes. Then we also saw yesterday how to calculate regression. So the command for regression is lm, and you have to start the bracket, dependent variable tilde followed by the independent variables. So let's carry on the discussion. Again, today we will perform complex modeling, and let me share this. Vijay, you have a doubt? Okay. So I just request participants to mute yourself, and if you have any doubt, you're free to ask me as many doubt as possible. Yes. Okay. So this is the workshop agenda. Let's flow with the agenda. So March 1, day 1, or March 1, day, which is day 1, then day 2 is March 2, and today is March 3. Yes. So today we are going to focus on statistics for evaluating reflective measurement models. So how to evaluate reflective measurement models. So there are how to check for convergent validity, discriminant validity, and if there are issues with convergent and discriminant validity, then how to fix it. Then modeling higher order constructs, all this thing we are going to see. And session 2 again is 8 to 9:30. We are going to see statistics for evaluation of formative measurement model, redundancy analysis, evaluation of structural model, and all those stuff. So today we are going to see how to test a reflective model and how to test a formative model. Yes. So this is the topic. But let me before I begin, let me give you some more understanding about R, about the working of R. Tusharji, I request you to mute yourself. So again, when we are using R Studio, please understand the first window is a script window. Immediately the window which is below the script window is your console window. So you can simply type Control L, you can clean the screen. Yes. And the third window is your environment window, where you have environment. You can import the data. There is history, connections, and tutorial, all those things. And last window, I describe it as a plot window, where you can have your files, plots, packages, help, viewer, presentations, and all those things. Now, please remember one thing. Whenever you open R Studio, first check your working directory. First step, check your working directory. And the command for checking the working directory is get with. Any GETWD. And if you press get with, so every time whenever you open your R Studio, you'll see that the directory which is there by default, R will give you information about that. Okay, presently all your project will be saved in C users Arun OneDrive documents. Now I want to change my working directory. It is always advisable to create a file on the desktop or wherever you want and save your work there, so that later all your work can be accessible to you. Yes, you can do that. So now how to change the working directory? Now simply go to session tab. Yes, and there is set working directory. Just keep your cursor here and choose directory. Just click choose directory. Now desktop, I have created a folder drs_PLS-SEM. So I want this to be my working directory. Yes. Now press enter. Now the moment I change the directory, and if I see files, all the material, whether R syntax or Excel file, CSV file, research papers, whatever is there in the file will straight away you can access in the R Studio, and simply by clicking it, you can bring that particular thing into your R environment. Yes, as simple as this. So that's why you should always set your working directory, keep it as per your convenience when you want, whenever you open your R Studio. Now again, very important, all of you just pay attention. Yes. So yesterday I discussed about if you simply type data and close the bracket, you will get access to all the data set which is there in the R Studio. And by the way, you should explore this data set. These are wonderful data set. You will find every kind of data set. I think Professor Love was talking about that he has worked on time series data. Even time series data is there in the in R. Then we have panel data, we have longitudinal data, we have cross-sectional data, we have experimental data. So all kind of data is there in the R Studio, and you should use it for practice. Now I'll tell you one interesting fact. Couple of years back, I discovered one data reverse. So if you simply type, now you can type with me. Now if you simply type RIVERS, so you will get some data. Now let us check what this data reverse stand for. Press the upper arrow key and put a question mark at the beginning. Press the upper arrow key and press the question mark at the beginning. The moment you press the question mark, here you can see in the help section. So this is length of major North American rivers. So there is a description given about this data. So this data set gives the lengths in miles of 141 major rivers in North America. So this data is has 141 observations about the length of American rivers in North America particularly, and it is compiled by US Geological Survey. So it has a vector containing 144 observations. Yes. So now if you focus on this particular data, this is the univariate data. Now, when I say univariate data, it has only one variable. Now, yesterday, due to paucity of time, we could not see descriptive statistics. Now, when I say descriptive statistics, please pay attention. Descriptive statistics has two parts. One is your measures of central tendency, and next is your measures of dispersion. Now, when I say measures of central tendency, it includes mean, median, and mode. And when I say measures of dispersion, you calculate variance, standard deviation, coefficient of variation, skewness, kurtosis, and all those stuff. Yes, okay. Again, the purpose of this workshop is not to teach you basic statistics. That will be a purview of some other workshop. This workshop, again, I'm saying it's there for people who want to advance their knowledge, and we are taking some advanced modeling and all. So I'll not hamper or I'll not focus too much on basic statistics, but yes, whatever I will be teaching in the class, it will not happen that you will not understand. You'll understand everything, and everybody, each one of you is free to ask me any doubt that is possible, and I'll happy to address every concern. See, now what I'll do, so for our beginning, so let's next 20-25 minutes, let's give our hands-on on descriptive statistics, because this is the base of the data science. So let's understand. Now let's say these are 141 American rivers. Now I want to know which is the smallest river in America. Which is the smallest river in America? So how would I know? Or let's say if I want to calculate which is the longest river in America. So again, the smallest river in America will be one number. The largest river in America will be one number. And let's say if I have to calculate mean is also a one number. Mean actually describes the data. Yes. Then let's say if I want to calculate median divides the data into two parts. Again, it will be a one value. Then if I say mode is the most or that observation which is repeated many times. So now I require one value from this data set. Now all of you just pay attention. So if I simply type MINRIVERS, so the minimum or the shortest river in America has a length of 135 miles. Now, friends, who will type RIVERS rivers every now and then? Again, these days, everything is there at the click of the button. Who will type MIN start bracket RIVERS? It's very difficult now. So what I'll do, I'll simply take this reverse data and put it into a vector called A. So the moment I create a vector A, R has understood that A has observations, which is numeric 1 to 141, and it has certain values. Now what I'll do, I'll simply type MIN and A. So it will give me the minimum. Hope you're understanding. Entire reverse is a big number. I need to type RIVERS. Why should I type 6 digit or let's say 6 alphabets? Let me take only one alphabet, A. So A is a vector. Now please remember, friends, when we are doing modeling today, when we will be seeing reflective construct or formative construct or measurement model and structural model, so we will create a lot of vectors for our simplicity and for our convenience. So the minimum river in America is of 135 miles. Now, if I want to know what is the maximum river in America, by the way, MIN, mean is a function. Now, if I want to know which is the longest river in America, so simply I will press the upper arrow key and go back and simply type MAX max. MAX max. So the minimum river in America is of 135 miles, and the maximum river in America has is of 3,710 miles. Yes. Okay. Then can I calculate range? Range A. Now, what is range? Range is nothing but minimum and maximum values. Range or the difference of maximum and minimum values. So you see, the moment I say range A, so 135 is the smallest and 3,710 is the longest. Yes, okay. Now, can I calculate mean? Yes, I can calculate mean. Simply type MEN and mean. See, the moment I type mean, again you see a pop-up. It is telling what you want. So I only want mean. So mean bracket A and press enter. The average river in America is 591.1844. That is the average. Means the average river in America is 590 miles. Now, similarly, can I calculate median? Yes, I can calculate median. So simply type median and reverse. See, I'm getting median. The median is C. Now see the mean and see the median. There is a huge difference. When there is a huge difference between mean and median, that means my data is not normally distributed. And when data is not normally distributed, we are worried, we are tensed, because everybody wants to give a normal explanation. Nobody wants to give a abnormal explanation. Is that clear? So when you see a huge difference between mean and median, so it means your data is not normally distributed. Now, can I calculate mode? Now, it is natural to assume that you will set sir type MODE mode and write A in the bracket. Let me type mode and let me write A in the bracket. Yes. I'm not getting the answer. It means there is no such command called mode. There is no such command called mode. By the way, it's very difficult to calculate mode in RStudio by writing formula. Now mode you cannot directly calculate mode. So now there is one function called MFV. There is one function called MFV. This is a function MFV. I'm giving hashtag because I don't want it to read. So there is one function called MFV. MFV stands for most frequent value. MFV, okay, let me write it. It stands for most frequent value. MFV stands for most frequent value. But this particular command MFV, it is not there in the base package of R. Now you need to install a package. Because there are certain functions which are available when you unlock the package or when you install the package. To see how I will install the package. All of you just pay attention. It is something very important. Many of you are learning R for the first time. So there are two ways by which you can install a package. So there are two commands. First is install.packages. Can you see? Install.packages, and simply in the bracket write moodist, double inverted comma, moodist. Now moodist is the name of a package. The moment I type install moodist, see the package is installed, and you can see package moodist successfully unpacked and MD5 sums checked. The download binary, it is there here. Now, whenever you are installing a package, there are two commands. First is install package, write the name of the package in double inverted comma, and second is library. And simply say moodist. So two commands, install.packages, start the bracket, and in the bracket, write the name of the package in double inverted comma. And second is library, and write the name of the package without inverted comma. So there are two commands. Let me repeat once again. Let me use a upper arrow key. So this is the first command. So whenever you want to install package, there are two commands. First is install.packages package, and second is your library. So these two commands you should always use whenever you want to install a package. This is the standard two-step process in order to download a package. Now, friends, please pay attention that whenever you want to download a package, you require internet connection. If there is no internet connection, you can't download a package. You can't download a package. Please note this. Now I'll show you one shortcut method of downloading a package. Now people will forget that if they forget to put double inverted comma, again R will throw you error. So now in the top here you can see tools, the shortcut method of installing a package. So there is tools.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead, sir. Yes. Karthike, go ahead.
Sir, actually, I am simultaneously also applying whatever you are teaching.
Okay.
So I just wrote down install.packages and
Okay.
Moodyist. Correct, sir?
Okay.
So there is a number of red text coming, trying URL, and ultimately, I think 10 packages are successfully unpacked.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, no problem. No problem. Uh, Karthike, it's okay. It happens. But you see, the purpose of installing Moody's package is to calculate mode. Yes, is to calculate mode. Now, if I now see now let me type MFV. Now you see MFV I'm getting. MFV stands for most frequent value. Yes, and simply in the bracket write A. Now you'll get the mode. Now you'll get the mode. Mode is that observation in the data set which is repeated maximum number of time. So if you see this data reverse, or rather A is a vector. So here you will find that number 350 and 360 are repeated equal number of times. So they are mode. But see, the way you can calculate median, let me show you again. Median you can easily calculate. Mean you can easily calculate. Median you can calculate. Yes. But for mode, you require a package. Then only this function MFV will be unlocked. And then type A, you'll get the mode. So for calculating mode, there is a package called Moodyist. And there are two steps. Install.packages and library, the name of the package. Shortcut is.
In my case, MFV is coming error.
MFV is coming error. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for informing.
Can I share my screen, sir, for a moment?
Yes. Share your screen. Let me permit you. Okay. Just a second. Are you able to share?
Yes, sir.
Just a second. I can see your screen now. Karthike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here it is.
Go up.
So here I have typed install.packages Moodyist, and here are so many errors, and all these packages are unpacked. After doing MFV, it is showing errors.
No. See, you have installed the package. But where is the library command? Library bracket Moodyist. Type library. Bracket Moodyist. Press enter. Press upper arrow key. Press up. AA. See.
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
So there are two commands. One is install.packages and second is library. Hope Karthike, I think this is a wonderful doubt. When you ask such doubt, everybody's doubt gets cleared. So whenever you are installing package, there are two steps. One is install.packages, double inverted comma, write the name of the package. Second is library and write the name of the package. Then only you will be able to install. Because mode directly you cannot calculate. You need to use MFV. Now MFV is a function which is there in Moody's package. Okay. So somebody is calling me. God knows me. Okay, let it be. So let me share the screen once again. Okay. So yeah, good. Thank you for bringing that issue. Now, friends, all of you just pay attention. So I'll teach you a shortcut as to how you can install the package. Yes. Now here you can see at the top of the script, at the top of the R, there is a tools. So simply click on tools and here you can see install package. And now here you simply type Moodyist. So now just click it and just click this install dependency. You should click this and install. Simply press the install. Let me do it. Now it is saying that one or more packages to be currently loaded. Means already it is installed. So I'll not install it again. It's already installed. So why should I install again? Yes. And then you need to invoke the library command. So again, I'm repeating tools, install packages. Now see, now friends, I regularly conduct workshop on R. So what I've done, I've installed all the packages, whatever packages I required here. You can see in the plot section, fourth window, I've installed all the package. Now you simply type here Moody's. See, if I simply click here, then also I will be able to install. I'll get the description about this package. Yes, okay. So I've installed almost all the packages which are required. So let's say if I want to check SEMinR package, SEMinR. I need to go here first. And let's say SEMinR. Yes. Let's say I want to check Lavan package. Again, Lavan package is for CBSEM. See, there is a Lavan package. Just tick it and click here. Automatically, it will install. Simply by clicking it. Yes. Okay. So I've installed most of the packages which are required. Okay. So now all of you just pay attention. So we were calculating descriptive statistics, minimum, maximum, range, mean, median, MFP or mode. Yes. Okay.
Sir.
Yes, Karthikeya.
Sir, in order to install Lavan package, suppose, so we'll have to first type install.packages bracket double inverted comma open Lavan double inverted comma close bracket close enter, followed by library bracket open Lavan and enter. Correct, sir?
Very good.
This is the correct order.
Yes, but shortcut is no. You simply type here install package and simply type Lavan. Yes, just tick it and just install here.
Got
and
it.
Second, you use the library command. If you don't use the library command, it will show you error. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, friends, all of you pay attention. So now let's calculate measures of central tendency got over. Now measures of dispersion. Now let's calculate variance. Now variance. What is variance? Now this is a variance. See, variance actually tells you the spread in the data. It tells you the spread in the data, but variance is not standardized. So if you just calculate the square root of variance, you'll get the standard deviation. But to calculate standard deviation in R, it is even super easy. Simply type SD and bracket A. Press enter. See, this is my variance and this is my standard deviation. Yes. Okay. So the square of the square of or the square root of variance is standard deviation. We all know this. If you reflect on the formula. Yes. Okay. See, such a huge standard deviation. Variance, standard distribution, standard deviation. These are all measures of dispersion. This tell you how much is the spread in the data. If there is too much of spread in the data, it means there is too much of variance and there is too much of standard deviation. Is that clear? And the data will depart from normality. The data will depart from normality. Yes. Okay. Now all of you pay attention. So now I want to, let's say,
Sir, can I ask one doubt, sir?
Yes, Afrin, go ahead. Yes.
So as if there is a coding required over here. So do we have to make a separate notes on how what code is belonging to what particular command?
Yeah. See, normally, Afrin, okay, it's a good question. See, I was conducting a workshop and some in the month of September. So 20 people were there, serious people, though 350 people registered. So one person asked me similar question, sir, how do you remember everything about which package has which command, which package has which functions? So I said, I'm a trained researcher and I'm a trainer. So I definitely have to remember it. So Afrin, to answer you, you can write your script. I'll tell you, Afrin, I'll show you. Just a second. So
Like,
here,
sir, I used to make a separate notebook for different
yeah.
Statistical work.
Yeah,
So for
see.
R, I am making one more notebook because I'm having a zero knowledge of R.
Yeah,
because previously I used to work on MOs and so on, but R is like, it's like, sir, इसमें ना मैं freely काम कर सकती हूँ. I need not to pay anything anywhere.
Yeah.
So that is the reason I want to learn it एकदम in-depthly.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Now you see, this is a what you call as script file or rather what you call as text file in Microsoft Office. So I've been teaching R. I officially started teaching R in February 2019. I was invited in a college in Mumbai. So my friend invited me. He saw that I was teaching R. So he invited me to his college. It's a very reputed college in Mumbai. So I started teaching R from February 2019. So मैं क्या करता था ऐसे पूरा script बनाता था पूरा. You see, this is a script and this is text file. This is text file. This is a script which I have written on my own from multiple sources. Now I never refer also to this. I never refer because I myself don't know that what is the number of workshop that I'm taking in enlightening participants on how to use R. But only thing I can tell you that post learning R from me, many people don't use proprietary software. They start coding and they start writing the command and they complete their PhD. And then they have a great fun. Okay, I've done everything in R, and they say proudly. And I'll tell you honestly that whatever guides you have, see, I'm not criticizing them. They are wonderful people. But in their times, R was not very popular because R came somewhere in middle of 90s when Ross Ihaka and Robert Gentleman they fine-tuned the S language and they created something called as R. So Ross Ihaka and Robert Gentleman, by the way, they were professors in Auckland University, New Zealand. So these professors, Ross Ihaka, Robert Gentleman. So their initial name was having R. So from which R came into being. I've seen many senior and seasoned researchers and they shy away from using R. They hesitate using R. But off late, there is a battery of youngsters like Afrin and so many other people. They are challenging or they want to learn something better and they want to do their analysis and all. Now, I think a couple of you are doing PhD or you must be at advanced stage and you must have taken a proprietary software like Smart PLS or Amos or for that matter Minitab or SPSS. Fair enough. But if you're not at an advanced stage and if your analysis is not done, nothing wrong in learning R and doing it. But you need to Fafrin, it's correct that you can have a separate book or separate file where you can write all the commands and later you can run it and later you can use it. Yes, okay, it's a good idea. But my experience is that I've been teaching R for many years now. It's now almost close to 5 and 6 years. So I understand that what is happening and which command is there. So I understand very easily. But for you all have to remember, you all have to pen it and create some records. And over the period of time, you all will also understand that which command is there where. Yes, okay. So yeah, hope I answered your query.
Yes, sir. Sir, even I want to say something.
Huh.
Sir, I think every package has its own command, and we can copy some commands from it, like from going through
Yeah.
this one. The package we can click into, and which package we are using, and we can go through the script. Every package has its own script, and we can copy and paste over here. Is it or not?
Yeah, sir. You're correct. Yeah. See, every package, let's say if I say Moody's, so this is the package we downloaded, no? So put two dots and just check, just scroll it. So see, and you'll get a description. See, there is something called ASLIN. Now this is how the ASLIN, it is this mode estimator is based on algorithm describing. So see, there are so many functions which are there when you install a particular package. So whenever you install a package, many functions will be unlocked. So MFV is one small function which is located in Moody's package. That's it. But now Moody's package is used for many things. And see here there is MFV, Moody's. Just one function. I'll tell you, I was teaching R in February 2020 for all faculties at Somaya, SK Somaya College here, Aurobindo building. And there I was not knowing how to calculate mode. Then I calculated mode in R using a formula. So, but over the period of time, I understood, okay, MFV is a command where it's there in the Moody's package. And so you have to unlock, install Moody's package, and then MFV will become active. Otherwise, MFV will show you error. So practice and all those things will get sorted out. Yes, okay. So let's focus on the measures of dispersion. We have variance, we have standard deviation. Yes, okay. And let's calculate a IQR, interquartile range. So if I simply type IQR A and press A, 370. See what is IQR? This is interquartile range, or let me simply type quantile, and in bracket, see quantile is Q small. It is giving me pop-up. So quantile, and if I write A, so this is the quantile. Let's interpret this quantile, friends. Let's interpret this quantile. It's not rocket science. Just bear with me. Let me do this, and let me show you first quantile. So you can type quantile in bracket, write A. A is a vector where it is storing all the values of reverse. Yes. Now I purposely wrote A because I'm again and again, and I'll not waste my time by typing reverse, 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 reverse. Yes, okay. Now just pay attention. Now just pay attention. So this 0 quantile is your minimum value, 135. And this 100 quantile, 100, this is your maximum value. Remember, let's say if I give you range and if I say A, see the minimum value and maximum value. So this is your minimum value and this is your maximum value. So this is your median. Median is always the middle person. So this is the first quantile. This is the first quantile. This is the second quantile, and this is the third quantile. Or let's say if I give you a summary command, summary is a very used command in R. Summary is a very used command in R. So if I simply type summary A, see what I'm getting. See this summary. See this summary is nothing but your quantile. So let me erase everything. Let me erase everything. Yes, let me go with quantile first. This is quantile, and let me check the summary. Now, can you see? Can you compare? So this is my minimum. So this is my minimum river, minimum length of the river in America. So this 25% data, 25% data is up to 310. So this is my first quantile. 50% data is always the median. Median is always the middle value in the data set. Then 75% of the river in America are of the length of 680 miles, which is my third quartile. And this is the maximum. This is the maximum. And if I simply type IQR, and if I type A, now IQR is nothing but third quantile minus first quantile, Q3 minus Q1. So if you minus 680, let's say 680 minus 310, if you simply say 680 minus 310, so you get the same value, IQR, that is inter-quantile range. Inter-quantile range. Now this quantiles is important when let's say you want to make your data normally distributed. Because if your data is not normally distributed, then there people sense a problem. And there are a lot of tests available like Shapiro-Wilk test. Then we have Anderson-Darling test. We have Lilliefors test. Then there are so many tests available in order to check the normality of the data. Definitely, we will see some of the tests. And see, the purpose is not to teach you all basic statistics. Again, it's a separate session which calls for. And the purpose is, again, we'll see advanced stuff and all. But I just wanted to show you all these things so that you okay. Now I'll tell you one mystery. I'll tell you one mystery command which will save all your work. You need not type me in median mode, all those things. One mystery command. Now there is one package. Now Karthike will understand this, and others will also understand this. There is one package called Psych. Now, if you are running EFA, exploratory factor analysis, or let's say you want to perform principal component analysis, EFA and all. So there is one command called, there is one package called Psych. So let me check whether it is there. Yes, it will surely be there in my machine. Psych. Can you see this command Psych? Psych. Now, this is a very popular command, people who are working in social science, Psych command. So I can simply install it, but I'll not install it because it is already installed in my machine. So I will simply invoke library command. Library.
Progress.
Yes, library. Huh? So this command, see, Psych is already there in my machine. I'll not install it. So I'll simply go for library. So once command is already installed, you simply need to bring it in the library. Library Psych. Now, if you pay attention, now there is one function called describe. Describe. Now this describe function, if you want to check, simply type PSYCH double dots. Here you see Psych. Here you will get somewhere Psych. Psych will be there somewhere in down. Yeah. Now Psych function is there. Describe function is there in Psych. So if I simply type describe. Yes. Okay. Describe, and see here you can see the hint. Describe, it is in Psych. Can you see this curly bracket? So it is showing that describe is a command which is there in Psych package. So simply select this and in the bracket write A and press enter. You get every value. You get almost every value. This is your variables. N is 141. Mean is 591.18. Standard deviation is this. Median is 425. Trimmed mean. Trimmed mean means you remove outliers and then you calculate. Then mean absolute deviation. Then minimum value, maximum value, range. Range is the difference of minimum and maximum. So if you minus 33710 from 135, you'll get range. Then you get skewness. Then you get kurtosis, and skewness and kurtosis are telling me that my data is not normally distributed, and this is the standard error. This is the standard error. So one command, describe, it will throw everything before you. Okay, see the power of R. See the power of R. Now I'll show you one. Felix sir, go ahead. Yes, Felix sir, go ahead.
Sir, what is the normal skewness and kurtosis value, sir?
See, okay. Again, skewness, in order data to be normally distributed, skewness should be 0. Skewness should be 0, sir. But ideally, even if it is 0.5, 0.2, statistics, see, the difference between statistics and mathematics is an exact science. Statistics is an approximate science. So that's the difference. There is a accurate and approximation. So skewness should be 0. Then you can say that your data is normally distributed. And kurtosis should be around the value should be around 4. If it is above 4, then it is leptokurtic, and it is below 4, then it is platykurtic. So to answer you, Felix, one more way. There is one, by the way, skewness, kurtosis, these are measures to check the normality in the data. So you can also check the normality in data by plotting histogram A, HIST, hist A. And here you can see this data is not normally distributed. It is positively skewed. This data is positively skewed. Normal distribution is like a bell curve. Yes, which we call as Gaussian normal distribution. See, this data is not normally distributed. Again, if you want to check, you can also QQ norm. You can type a command QQ norm and type A. You'll get C. Can you see this QQ norm? Now, people who use SPSS, they calculate this QQ plot, and see, it's like curvy linear. So again, this is indicating that data is not normally distributed. But again, if you want, type QQ line. Felix sir, this is for you. QQ line A, enter. Again, see. Just see, Felix sir, just see. See, actually, this bubbles should be exactly on the line. If these bubbles are on the line, we can say data is normally distributed. So in order to make your data normally distributed, you have to remove the outliers. You have to remove all values from here and then remove some values for here. And on all the bubbles which are there on the line, if you take that data, your data will be normally distributed. Yes. So QQ, see, these 3 commands will guide you whether your data is normally distributed or not. And even simply by looking at this describe command, see, skewness is not 0. When it is not 0, data is not normally distributed. Kurtosis should be 4. It is 13. So it is telling that it is my data is leptokurtic. So I see, or simply by looking at your median and mean value, you can make it out whether data is not normally distributed. A hardcore data scientist will see some values and they don't require test also. By the way, Felix sir, there is one test called Shapiro-Wilk test, Shapiro.test, and simply type A, enter. This is Shapiro normality test, and this p value is significant. It means my data is not normally distributed. Getting, Felix sir?
Yes, yes.
Simple test, Felix sir, is histogram. Simply type hist to simplify. See, simply type hist. This is telling your data is positively skewed. This is not normally distributed. One command, HIST hist. Yes. Okay. And if not satisfied, use the Shapiro test. This p value should be greater than 0. Normally we see value should be less than 0.05. But in normality, we see value should be greater than 0.05. Yes. Okay. So this is how very easy to interpret whether data is normally distributed or not. Yes. Okay.
सर एक बार आप ये p वैल्यू बता सकते हैं? I mean, how to interpret this is 2 minus something जो भी था ये.
Okay. So I think so this is normally I used to interpret. ये कैसा होगा मालूम है क्या कि 2.2 then we take exponential some minus. I think, see, first of all, Sonam ji, you can calculate it by some metrics. But when you see E, Sonam ji, when you see E, no, it means it is a very small value, less than 0.05. बहुत छोटा value है. मतलब 0.05 से बहुत नीचे है. You can definitely calculate it. See, if I can simply select this and let me take here. Let me show you. So in simply type here. So convert 2.E16 to number calculator online. So online you can calculate it some values. So this is this value. Sonam ji. See this value.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So don't try to calculate this value. Simply, whenever you get E, no, simply understand that this is a value which is less than 0.05. That's it. Don't try to calculate, but there are manual methods of calculating also. Initially, I also used to
Okay,
calculate.
okay,
See,
sir.
here they are given the value. See, Sonamji, how to calculate? See 2.2 into 10 raised to minus 16. Can you see?
Yes, sir. सर
So
मतलब अगर p वैल्यू में कहीं मतलब अगर p वैल्यू में e आ रहा है तो it means it is less than 0.05.
it is less than
0.05.
if you get E, you can assume that it's less than the threshold. It's less than. By the way, if you see this value, Sonamji, this is less than 0.001. Means I'm 99% sure. See, by the way, what is this p value? It is people call it alpha value
Significance
or
level.
level of significance. Means
Yes, sir.
if you see this value is even lesser than 0.01. It means 99% you are sure whatever you are testing is correct.
Sir, it means if we are using R for the analysis purpose and we have to report the p values, in that case, तो हमें ये check करनी पड़ेगी because we
हाँ
have to report.
हाँ now आप कैसे रिपोर्ट करोगे ना, आप ऐसे जैसे एक स्टार डालते हो ना, जैसे आप स्टार डालोगे, you put a star below the
Asterisk,
table
yes.
and say p less than here you write 0.01 ये लिखना पड़ेगा.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Means
Okay.
you are sure 99.99%.
Yes, sir.
You have to report this way. You have to report this way. P is less than 0.001. Yes, okay. So I think 01
Yes,
आएगा
thank
क्या?
you.
No, 001 है.
0.001. Sometimes
yes.
it is mentioned as 0.000 और फिर asterisk MOS में जैसे आता है ना तो वहाँ asterisks
हाँ.
आते हैं.
Yeah. So you can use this value. And by the way, you can put it in the Google and you can find out क्या. Not a big deal. Yes, okay.
जी
Okay.
sir, जी sir.
Okay, friends. Now all of you just pay attention. Just pay attention. Just focus. See, I've added two things for you. Now, just a second. Here, in the R syntax, I have shared one more file with you, day 2, and this is day 1. So today we'll practice both the files because anyway time is till 9:30, so we'll practice both the one. Yes, okay. So I've uploaded few more syntax. So I will be uploading many syntax. So on the last day also you'll find some syntax. Yes, of all advanced issues in PLS-SEM. Okay. So I request you to download this and and keep it in your folder or the project which you have created. Yes, okay. Now again, now here I have given you one data which is known as corporate reputation data. I have given you one data which is known as corporate reputation data, and this data I have got it from R only. I have downloaded this data from R and just shared with you, and we are going to use this data. Yes, okay. Now, friends, all of you pay attention. Let me tick on files. Let me tick on files. Yes. Let me tick on files. And can you see this day 1 syntax? Day 1 syntax. Hello, can you see this day 1 syntax? Anybody? Sonam, can you see this day 1 syntax?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Simply
Yes,
click it. Simply click it. The moment you click it, see all your script file is created. Script window. Your script window is active. And if you click on day 2 again, next thing will pop up. So let me remove this and keep this day 1 syntax. Day 1 syntax. So it is, see what I've written, line number 2. This is R syntax for corporate reputation model. R syntax for corporate reputation model. Now, please understand what is this model. What is this model? So let me take you to this particular book. So there is a book. Let me share you. This is a book that I've shared with you all. This is a book that I've shared with all of you. This is partial least square structure equation modeling using R. So in this, there is one model which is provided by the author, and this is a corporate reputation model. So here, if I can go, all of you just pay attention. What is this corporate reputation model? because we are going to model this model. We are going to model this corporate reputation model, and we'll see how to run PLS-SEM and how to interpret the results of PLS-SEM. Okay, because by the way, today session 3, I need to show you statistics around reflective constructs, and in the second session today itself, I need to show you formative constructs and all the statistics around it. Now, friends, all of you pay attention. Now, let me remove this. So there is a corporate reputation model. If I can show you the model, this is the model. Felix ji, please pay attention, huh? And everybody, please pay attention. See, can you see this model? So there is one construct COMP, and there is one more construct called like. Now, can anybody interpret this comp? What is this comp? I'll tell you later on. This comp is a reflective or a formative construct? Comp is
Reflective.
Reflective.
Yes, very good. See the position of arrow. The arrow is from latent construct to the manifest variable or to the indicator. So if the head of the arrow is towards the manifest variable, that indicates it's a reflective construct. Again, if you focus on like, this is also a reflective construct. If you focus on CUSEL, again, this is a reflective construct. And if you focus on CUSA, CUSA, this is measured using a single item. So for a single item construct, there is no reliability, there is no validity. If you use single item construct, now people use single item construct. If a single item construct is there, you cannot calculate reliability. How will you calculate reliability? So for a single item construct, there is no reliability and no validity. Please remember this. So if you are,
sorry, sir, for the sir, actually, if it is like this, is there any citation for this?
We will show this. No, actually, it's not citation, it's true. In fact, if you read this paper, Kiran, it's not a question of citation. Single item, see, how will you calculate its validity? And secondly, reliability, you require at least minimum two indicators you require in order to calculate reliability. So you read any paper, Kiran, like I'll show you a couple of papers where people have used one item. People have used one item to measure a particular construct. So now let's say again, to put it in a practical way, whenever we use Ola, Uber, we always get a how likely are you to recommend Ola to your friends and relatives? They ask you only one item question. Because let's say if you have taken a ride from Ola or Uber, and if a company gives you 10 items, nobody will answer because people are very, very busy. So it is always advisable to keep your survey short. But again, if you try to keep your survey short, there will be validity issues. Let me give you some more insights from my PhD thesis. And my PhD thesis, there were total 55 items. 55 items. So 49 items were related to scale and rest of the items were related to demographics. Now, when I gave this for pre-testing purpose, I gave it to one of the senior manager in a multinational company. He said, see Arun, nobody has time to answer all your 55 items. So you do one thing, make it 30, I can help you. So I said, see, I can't make it 30 because these are some established scales. And you can't delete even a single item from somebody's scales. It is a crime because somebody has developed a scale and he has followed all the rigorous method of psychometrics and then he's developed the scale. And now people are cherry picking. So cherry picking is not allowed. So Kiran, to answer you, citation, you'll find citations in many literatures. I'll definitely share some of the citations. So there are many papers and people don't cite that why single item measures should not pass the test of reliability and validity. Actually, there are no citation, but single item, how will you see validity again? How will you calculate its discriminant is unique? Because again, to calculate discriminant validity, AVE, or for that matter, composite reliability, you require minimum 2 constructs. If you see the statistics, AVE is nothing but sum of the loadings divided by the number of the item. Priyanka ji, please mute yourself. So actually there is, yes.
If there is if we cannot cite it, then there must if there is no requirement of calculating reliability or validity, then how should we establish that the scale is reliable even if it is a single item?
Okay. See, okay, I'll answer you. See, how do you calculate reliability? Cronbach alpha, composite reliability, Dijkstra-Hensler
Right.
rho, yes, or Gutmann's
Yes.
lambda.
Hmm.
If you see all the statistics which I just now said to calculate reliability, 4 reliability indicators I mentioned,
Hmm.
all this reliability are based on stats. Yes.
Right.
And if you
Right.
see and if you see their formula, right from Cronbach alpha, 1 minus K R bar, all those formula and all formulas are talking about multiple indicators. So if you have multiple indicators, then you can calculate reliability. Yes. Okay. And take example of discount validity. We have FL criterion and we have HTMT, the ratio of correlations. Again, how will you calculate AVE? AVE you can calculate when you have more than one item. The formula is
Right.
designed such a way. So the standard measures which are there in social science in order to calculate reliability and validity for constructs which have multiple indicators, that is not applicable to one item. That's why, Kiran, whenever you read all those papers where people have used one item to measure a particular construct, they don't give reliability, because one item construct is neither reflective nor formative. When you use one item construct, so it is neither reflective nor formative. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
Understood.
Nothing wrong about it. Or see, suppose let's say you want to measure performance. So don't you think there is one item you can simply ask from the boss about the employee? How is this particular employee performing in a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest? The boss is going to take it. The boss will say his average 3. The boss will say, okay. Uh, so see that there are certain data like satisfaction, performance, nothing harm in measuring it using a one item construct. But one item is not a construct also. One item, see, how can you create a construct out of one item? But see, diagrammatically they have said, but again, I'm saying when you have only one indicator to measure a construct, please remember this is neither formative nor reflective. And the question itself should be apt that you should ask the pertinent question. Like example, Ola and Uber, Zomato, Swiggy, they only ask one question, just rate whether will you recommend to others. So that talks about your loyalty also, about that particular app, and it also talks about your satisfaction level with that particular thing. That's why, Kiran, if you read any standard paper where people have used one item construct, let me in the 6 days workshop, I'll definitely show you one of the paper where people are silent. Kiran, people are silent about reliability and validity for one item because there is no test available. However, of late, Kiran, to answer you, whenever you use formative constructs in the research design itself, you use you have one global item. You have one global item, and that is one item. And this one global item should be correlated with another measure of reflective construct, and the R value should be greater than 0.70. Yes. So today, when we are going to see the formative constructs, so yes, in formative constructs, you measure your formative construct in relation to one item construct, and there you report the R values. Yes, informative, but one item construct is neither reflective nor formative, and AVE, composite reliability test, can't be calculated for one item. That's why it is assumed that one item is sufficient to measure what or one item is capturing the essence of what you're capturing, but one item can't be employed for every construct. Again, I said satisfaction you can measure by one item, performance you can measure by one item, but you can't measure somebody's citizenship behavior or, for that matter, job satisfaction simply by one item, because job satisfaction again is multidimensional. So you see most of the constructs, they're multidimensional. Multidimensional means you can't measure simply by a few items. You need to ask in a very different way. Now, when you talk about job satisfaction, I'll give example from my side, and job satisfaction is a wonderful construct. See, when I was working with Somaya, I was very happy with the salary and, for that matter, with my teaching. But I was very unhappy with the culture. I was very unhappy with the environment that it had, and so many other things. I was not happy with my colleagues. If I can give you my personal example. So again, when I say there are certain constructs which are multidimensional, so there you can't have one item, but there are certain constructs one item will suffice, and it's understood that yes, one item is pertinent to get hold of that particular construct.
Sir, can I add something to it,
Yes,
if you
please go ahead.
allow?
Please, the floor is open. Yes.
Sir, I think, matlab, as I learned, तो जब हम किसी कंस्ट्रक्ट को मेजर करते हैं और जहां पर ज्यादा आइटम्स होती हैं, तो वी ट्राई टू मेजर द यूनिडायमेंशनैलिटी कॉन्सेप्ट, कि जितने भी आइटम्स हम पूछ रहे हैं क्या वो उसी सेम कंस्ट्रक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं या नहीं, इसीलिए हम रिलायबिलिटी चेक करते हैं। लेकिन अगर किसी कंस्ट्रक्ट का एक ही आइटम है, तो वो तो इट इज इन इटसेल्फ इज अ कंस्ट्रक्ट, तो वहां पर हमें
itself is a
कंस्ट्रक्ट, वो एक
हाँ
ही आइटम ही तो है, वो वही वेरिएबल है, वही कंस्ट्रक्ट है, तो वहां पर हमें रिलायबिलिटी की जरूरत ही नहीं है।
ये पॉइंट भी वैलिड है, बट मैं क्या बोलता हूँ कि one item is not a valid one item cannot be a valid measure for every construct. एक दो concept जैसे satisfaction और performance, satisfaction and performance can be measured by one item, but there are many constructs which cannot be measured by one item. Yes, and see, what is the idea of reflective construct? Means one question you are asking in 5 different ways. Actually you are asking the same thing. So when you ask one question in 5 different ways, but definitely people are going to say yes, 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 है ना? अभी जैसे मैं एग्जांपल वो जैसे क्या, अगर आपको पता है कि वो क्रिश्चियंस में, कैथलिक्स में और मुस्लिम्स लोग में वो शादी वगैरह होता है तो कबूल है बोलते हैं, तो लड़की को भी पूछते हैं कबूल है, लड़के को भी पूछते हैं कबूल है, तो दोनों हाई बोलने वाले हैं ज्यादातर केस में, है ना? मतलब 99% सब हाई बोलते हैं। तो वही आइडिया है कि आप एक ही सवाल को अलग अलग तरीके से पूछ रहे हो, तो एवरीबडी विल से कबूल है, एवरीबडी सेड यस आई विश टू मैरी। तो ये बेसिक आइडिया है। आपका कहना सही है, आपका कहना सही है, बट हर कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट के लिए वन आइटम नहीं हो सकता है। कुछ कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट है जहां पर आपको दिखेगा कि बहुत सारे लिटरेचर में एक आइटम से मेजर किया गया है उसको, गेटिंग ये। बट आपका पॉइंट वैलिड है, यूनिडायमेंशनलिटी देखा जाता है। और स्टैटिस्टिक्स, द स्टैटिस्टिक्स फॉर वनिता इज देयर, लेट मी स्पीक इन इंग्लिश। So statistics for reliability and validity are designed for multi-items. So you can't use a multi-item strategy, or you can't use a multi-item stats to measure reliability and validity of one item stat, because वो issue वहाँ पर pop up हो जाएगा। And let's say if you are using SEM, this one item you can't have it in SEM, because SEM is predominantly designed to handle reflective construct, and smart PLS, it is designed to handle formative constructs. So if you have one item in your SEM, it will say model under unidentified or under identified. Yes. Okay. Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So here you can see I have 3 constructs which are reflective in nature. One construct which is measured using a single item. So it's a model which is having 4 constructs. 3 reflective, 1 single item. Single item construct is neither reflective nor formative. Please note this in mind. Now let us understand what this model is all about. Now this is a corporate reputation model, and this is given in this paper, Ebels 2010. And even if you read this book, A Primer on PLS-SEM, you'll find this model is used heavily. Now all of you pay attention, let me read it. The goal of the model is to explain the effects of corporate reputation on customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. So this CUSA is customer satisfaction, and CUSL is your customer loyalty. So and corporate reputation is measured by 2 dimensions. One is COMP and one is likability, means competence and likability. So this model tries to understand the impact of corporate reputation. This model tries to understand the impact of corporate reputation on customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. And now it is saying corporate reputation is having 2 dimensions. Yes, it is having 2 dimensions. Again, if you focus here, the goal of the model is to explain the effects of corporate reputation on customer satisfaction and ultimately customer loyalty. Corporate reputation represents a company's overall evaluation by its stakeholders. So how the stakeholders see a company? When I say stakeholders, it means employees, customers, government, vendors, so many. So all the stakeholders who are associated with the company, how they see the company. So that is how corporate reputation is measured. And this construct is measured using 2 dimensions. But still there is no higher order construct. There is no higher order construct. We are taking 2 dimensions and understanding the impact of 2 dimensions on customer satisfaction. And customer satisfaction is measured using one item. So we are taking 2 dimensions of corporate reputation. One is competence and second is liability, and understanding its effect on satisfaction and then on loyalty. Yes, okay. And again, it doesn't talk about mediation and all. There is no mediation also. Now, if you focus, sorry. now see, mediation is there actually. From com to SUSA to SUSEL, mediation is there, but this model is not talking about mediation per se. Okay, so this construct is measured. So company's competence.
Sir, what mediation refers to here, sir?
Lavji will come to it.
I'm not well versed with this all.
Definitely, Lavji. In fact,
Okay.
I have dedicated 2 sessions for you to make understand
Sir,
mediation.
I'm sorry, sir. I interrupted in between. You were
No,
going
it's okay,
fluently.
it's okay. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Okay.
Now, see, friends, I'm going slowly, gradually, we'll go to higher levels. Mediation we'll talk about, Lavji. And in fact, if I don't talk about mediation, see, SEM is all about testing mediations and moderations. So if mediation and moderation is not covered, means I have not done justice to this particular workshop. Okay. Now just read it how the authors have measured it. So this construct is measured using 2 dimensions. One dimension represents cognitive evaluation of the company, which is the company's competence. Cognitive evaluations means people are using their brain to judge the company. The second dimension captures affective judgment, which determine the company's likability. Effective means people's liking for the company. So sometimes people use their brain to judge the company, and sometimes people use their emotions to judge the company. Yes, okay. Now, if I ask you which is your favorite company, if somebody asks me which is my favorite company, I'll say Tata. Now, मैं बचपन से टाटा बिरला का नाम सुनते आ रहे हैं हम लोग. बट टाटा इज बाय बोलते ना कि मैं एक बुक पढ़ रहा था गुरशरण दास की द वन इंडिया अनबाउंड. तो नो ऑफेंस टू एनी कम्युनिटी इन इंडिया, जस्ट हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट. तो उसमें एक लिखा गया था कि एक लाइन लिखा है गुरशरण दास ने कि जान दो मैं बोलता नहीं हूँ. बहुत कंट्रोवर्शियल लाइन है. तो टाटा बिरला, देखो बिरला एक कंपनी है, उसको कोई लोग चलाते हैं. और आप टाटा देख लो. नाउ टाटा एक कंपनी ऐसी सी, आपको बताओ मैं स्टॉक्स में ट्रेडिंग करता हूँ एंड मैं टाटा के स्टॉक्स लेता ही लेता हूँ. मैंने टीसीएस लेके रखा है और मैंने टाटा टेक्नोलॉजीज का जो आईपीओ आया था मुझे नहीं मिला, लेकिन बाद में मैंने खरीद के रखा बिकॉज टाटा पे मुझे बहुत भरोसा होता है. सो आई लाइक टाटा लाइक एनीथिंग. अब मैंने टाटा के प्रोडक्ट्स, टाटा का नमक ही खाया होगा, टाटा का कोई सामान मेरे घर पे नहीं है, या सभी शायद टाटा का नमक आता भी नहीं है, बट स्टिल आई लाइक टाटा. सो मेरे हिसाब से टाटा इज अ रेप्यूटेड कंपनी. यस, अभी
नमक आता है सर.
हाँ, नमक आता है टाटा का ना.
दाल भी
तो
आता है.
कई वो आ गए हैं,
Yes, sir.
उनके ऑप्शंस भी आ गए. लो
सर
सोडियम
मसाले भी आते हैं.
अरे
संपन्न.
आता होगा, पर मैं खरीदारी नहीं करता हूँ. मैं अगेन आपको बताऊं कि एक बार किसी ने रतन टाटा को पूछा था कि व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन रिलायंस एंड टाटा. तो रतन टाटा ने बोला, तो रतन टाटा ने पब्लिकली बोला था कि वी डू बिजनेस एंड नॉट धंधा. एक ही लाइन में उसने बता दिया था डिफरेंस बिटवीन टाटा एंड रिलायंस. रतन टाटा को किसी ने पूछा कि व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन टाटा एंड रिलायंस, तो उसने बोला वी डू बिजनेस एंड नॉट धंधा. मतलब सी, एक ही लाइन में उसने बता दिया है इंडिया, मतलब कि हमारे में और रिलायंस में क्या फर्क है. अगेन आई एम नॉट पुटिंग रिलायंस डाउन. रिलायंस इज आल्सो फैबुलस कंपनी. नीता अंबानी, मुकेश अंबानी आर डूइंग एन एक्सेप्शनल जॉब. बट कहीं पर देखो टाटा बोला तो बोलते एक एथिकल कंपनी मानी जाती है उसको. यस, ओके. सो नाउ सी, अभी ये मॉडल देखो. इस मॉडल में इफ यू फोकस, देयर आर 2 exogenous constructs, this COMP comp and like, these are your exogenous constructs, and CUSA is your endogenous dependent variable. If you focus on this model, there are 2 dependent variable. One is your CUSCL and CUSCA, and 2 independent variable, comp and like. By the way, if you focus CUSL, अगर आप customer loyalty देखो, तो customer loyalty के लिए there are 3 independent variable, comp, like and CUSCL. But if you see overall model, so in this overall model there are 2 independent variable and there are 2 dependent variable. तो सेम वहां पर भी लगता है जब आपके पास इंडिपेंडेंट या डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स हो. यस, ओके. सो अभी आगे देखो मेजर कैसे किया है. देखो यहाँ पे देखो स्केल दिया गया है, स्केल. नाउ यू शुड यूज सच स्केल्स टू कलेक्ट योर डेटा. सो ये देखो कॉम्पिटेंस को कैसे मेजर किया है. इट्स कॉग्निटिव इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ अ कंपनी. अभी जब भी आप ये स्केल गूगल स्कॉलर, जब गूगल फॉर्म में डालोगे तो जस्ट राइट द नेम ऑफ द कंपनी. टाटा इज अ टॉप कॉम्पिटिटर इन इट्स मार्केट. So when you say Tata is a top competitor in its market, in a scale of 1 to 7 or 1 to 5, how are you going to give it? As far as I know, the company is recognized worldwide. I believe the company performs at a premium level. So when you ask these 3 questions and you will measure competence. Similarly, likability. The company, let's say company का नाम change करते हैं, Godrej. Godrej is a company I can better identify with than other competitors. Or Godrej is a company I would regret more not having if it no longer existed than I would other companies. I regard Godrej as a likable company. See, likability ऐसे measure किया है. Then customer satisfaction. I am satisfied with the company. एक ही सवाल. One question, I'm satisfied with the company. And customer loyalty, I would recommend to friends and relatives. Let's say after attending my workshop 6 days, will you recommend my workshop, Professor Arun Dubey, his workshop to your friends and or to your colleagues, or maybe to your friends, or maybe to your family members? So that will reflect your loyalty. By the way, that will reflect your loyalty. Yes, okay. I'll tell you interesting fact. Like Afrin is my student, and yesterday she told me that she was my 2013 or 2014 pass out student. But I'll tell you, मेरा एक BMS का बहुत अच्छा student है. I'll tell you. And I used to teach BMS, Bachelor of Management Studies at Soma University. So one student, his name is Raj, और वो Bangalore के एक बहुत बड़ी company में था. And he was also a BMS student, and he learned from me some subject in his final years. So he was with a multinational company, and he recommended my name to his CEO. I'll tell you this. He recommended my name to his CEO, and the CEO said, I want to listen to this professor. So, Raj, he scheduled a Zoom meeting with me, and the CEO was from US, and he was stationed at Bangalore, and I was there because the CEO wanted me to speak in their town hall meeting. So they were doing some experiments, and they wanted some professor to come and speak to their colleagues. So Raj, Raj has done MBA and all, he from Symbiosis and all, and I had taught him at UG level, but still he remembered my name, and he recommended to his CEO. And in the Zoom meeting, CEO was there. Her name was Anisha, and she's a US resident, NRI. And then Raj was there, and I was there. So she asked me, sir, what are you going to tell to our executives? Please have a PPT. And also I was informed 2-3 days prior. So I made my PPT and I demonstrated to her. Then she said, okay, sir, I can give you only 20 minutes. You have to wind up everything in 20 minutes. So see, that is loyalty. Means, and Raj still, he is connected. Now he's changed his companies there on my LinkedIn and all. And he regularly follows me and I follow him. So that speaks of loyalty, that people are loyal to you. See, this is how it has happened. And by the way, I was so delighted, and that was the first time I was delivering a talk to corporate executives and through online mode in this pandemic, and corporate executives were there. Before this, I never had the experience of speaking to corporate executives. So that was an amazing experience for me. And I'll tell you the name of the company. It is Emits. It's a healthcare company, and it's a US based company, and they have a branch in Bangalore. Okay. So here you see questions. I would recommend to friends and relatives.
Sir, I would like to add something about the knowledge that you used to share with us in UG level.
Okay.
It was the classroom that you used to create. That is like, हम लोग सिर्फ book की पढ़ाई नहीं करते थे. We used to get a lot of things from you, sir. और वो सर जो आप taglines वगैरह क्लास में बोलते थे ना, वो पर्सनल लाइफ के लिए भी बहुत ज्यादा इम्प्रूवमेंट होता था. साथ ही हमारे माइंड को कोई ओपन करने वाला अगर कोई टीचर था ना सर वो टाइम पे, तो वो आप ही थे. तो हम लोग के लिए ना सर ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस रहता था कि हम बुक बंद करके बस आप सुने कि आप जो बोल रहे हो ना वो चीज याद रहती थी. तो सारे लेसन्स, लाइफ लेसन्स प्लस जो नॉलेज के लेसन्स रहते थे ना, तो सर ऐसे टीचर्स को कोई नहीं भूल पाता है.
And I'm honored. And by the way, I'm right now, like I'm part of a gig economy, and I train my mind. I take visiting lectures here and there and conduct such sessions. So I really value my students, and I always say that when a teacher is involved in the class, so a teacher will learn more than students, provided he's involved in the class and he gives his or her best. So thank you for the kind words. So Raj, Afrin, these people are still connected by LinkedIn or some other means, and they still remember. Okay. And see how loyalty is measured. So you can similarly measure loyalty. So if I had to choose again, I would choose as my mobile service provider. I will remain a customer in the future. So see, this is how everything is measured, and this is the model. So now all of you just pay attention. By the way, Afrin, can you tell me what is the number today? Or Abhishek, can you tell me the number? What is the number?
Sir, 18 including you.
18. So one person is missing.
Sir, it's 18. 17, I guess. Excluding you, it's 17, na?
17. Okay, so two people are
It's
missing.
17 excluding you.
So actually two people are missing. First day 19 were there, no? Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. 17 is a decent number. And I presume that on the 6th day, this number will be there intact. People will not lose it. Vanita is there? Vanita?
So that is a significant error, we can say.
Vanita is there. Now, I just humble request to all of you, speak in English, because Vanita has difficulty in understanding Hindi. So speak in English, all of you. Yes, okay? Yes. Now, whatever Afrin said, Vanita might not have understood it. Okay. So now, friends, what I'm doing, all of you just pay attention. Now I'm coming to coming to R Studio. Now, exactly what the model that you see, the syntax is written here. And see, I've written R syntax for corporate reputation model. See before you. See before you. And see, now I'm using script window. So far, I was not using script window. Why? Because small calculation, plus, minus, multiply. Why should I write script? Now, here the calculations are very big. Now, first I'm saying load the corporate reputation data. Now, all of you just pay attention. Don't load it. Listen to me. We'll practice simultaneously so that we all are on the same page. All of you just pay attention. Now, simply don't do it. Library. And if I type SEMinR, because I'm going to use SEMinR package. Yes, library SEMinR, because SEMinR is already installed in my machine. Now, if I simply type SEMinR and put 2 dots, yes, here you will access the data. See, here is the data. So a person who develops a package, he also gives data. Kiran, pay attention. Huh? And Dr. Gandhali, pay attention. Abhishek, Dr. Love, and if Arif is there, and other people are there, Aparajita Sanyal is there, just pay attention. A person who develops a package has to give data. So whichever package you take, you'll find some data into it. So can you say this? Corporate reputation data. If I simply press enter, see, this is the data. So this data, I took it from R and took it in CSV and shared with you. So R has, I don't remember any software which gives you data. That's the beauty of R. So, okay. Now all of you pay attention, friends. Now, if you remember, see, line number 5, I am saying, see, before running a model, first bring the data. Now, even when you are running SPSS or AMOS or for that matter, Smart PLS, first bring the data into the software, no? So first step is that clean the data and bring it into the machine. So line number 5, load the corporation data. Now line number 6 is a command for importing the data. Now see, you need not use this command. You get straight away go to import, base, desktop, DRS, PLS, SEM, and this is the cop. Just select it. Done. Yes. Import. Can you see? Click off button. I imported, and by the way, you can do this by simply click off a button. Again, I'll show you how to import the data. Let me erase this. Import. This is a CSV file. So use base, desktop. I have a folder DRS, PLS, SEM, and corporate reputation data. Open. And here, yes, and import. Simple. But मैंने क्या किया मालूम है क्या? ये line यहाँ से उठा लिया. Can you see this corporate reputation? I just borrowed this line and pasted here. By this command, see, actually, no, actually, R Studio got upgraded recently. Yeah. Initially, even if you wanted to import and data, you need to write a command. Let's say if I'm using this, if I'm using this R base package here, I need to type this. Here, actually, here there is no, I think, is there how to import data? Here you can import. Here also you can import. But even if I run line number 6, no, if I simply keep my cursor on line number 6 and run the data, sorry, this is CSV, sorry, this is CSV. By mistake, it got. So, कुछ हो गया क्या इधर पे? Just a second. Don't save.
CSV.
Yes. So if I run line number 6 again, I can import the data. Yes. Okay. But typing and importing the data is very tedious. But purposely I borrowed this command. How I borrowed this command, you know, by importing, and then I just copied it. So just import your file. Come on, all of you. Everybody, Felix sir, and everyone, please. I'm sorry if I don't call out your name if I forget it. I request all of you to import the corporate reputation data into your machine. All of you, come on. All of you, come on. Now, if you focus on line number 6, my friends, can anybody tell me what is this corp underscore rep underscore data? This is a vector. See, this is such a big file, no? So instead of this file, I'm using corp underscore rep data. This is a vector. Now later on, I will only use this vector. Now you can also write your name also. But this command I have borrowed from a place. So there it was corp underscore rep data. So I kept it like this only. Actually, this is a vector. You remember reverse, I put it in vector A, and then every time I was using A. Now every time I'll use this as a vector. Now friends, this corporate reputation data, all of you, simply type STR and just write CORP. So this will give you the structure of the data. All friends, all of you see. Simply type STR corp rep data. So this will give you the structure of data. So it is telling it is a data frame. Yesterday we saw how to create data frame. All Excels are data frame. So it is a data frame of 344 observations. So corporate reputation has 344 observations and 41 variables. Yesterday Kiran was asking me, sir, how much should be the sample size? Kiran, any sample size above 250 is decent, provided that sample size should be representative of the population. I per se, I don't agree with any of the authors who say that there should be a minimum sample size. Any sample size about 250 is decent. And now see, they have taken 340. So all those who will be doing PhD, please target 500 or 600 sample. But see to that 500 and 600 sample actually represent the population. That's why collect data, you should run from pillar to post. And all my research scholars, all my friends who are part of this particular workshop, before collecting data, please understand what is your sample. And that understanding normally people have after collecting the data. Then realize there is no taking back. Spend time. Let's say if your sample consists of healthcare professionals, go and live with them for a few days. See how they are working, what's their nature, what are their types, what categories they belong. So live with your sample for a few days. And you'll understand their nature, and then okay, this is the sample. I'm collecting 350 data, and there is 350. If I analyze this 350 data, I can comment about 1 lakh people, because statistics is using sample and commenting about the population. So choose your sample wisely. Numbers, don't be obsessed with it. By the way, there is inverse method of calculating minimum sample size, which is there in the SEMinR book, and they have cited Koch and Hadaya 2019 or 18 paper. That's a simple formula, you can use it. There is a G-Power software, you can use it. Again, when I was doing a PhD, so normally people ask, how did you decide minimum sample size? Again, I'm saying if your population is homogeneous, even one sample is enough to comment about the population. If your population is homogeneous.
So one question here. So if we take student data, then largely it is a homogeneous sample only.
No, student, when you say, okay, I'll tell you. Very, very nice question, Kiran. Students are homogeneous. Okay, let's take example of PG students or MBA students. Are they homogeneous? No. Some people are from convent education. Some people are educated in a convent school. Some people are educated in let's say what you call as Kendriya Vidyalaya or state boards. Or see, there is a difference. Kiran, don't make them homogeneous. Don't see their standards and make them.
Like I'm saying that suppose if I collect data from management graduates and study a particular relationship between two constructs. So and then interpret and say that okay, student, this result was this research was done on student sample because they presented a homogeneous result. Further studies can be done on field studies can be done, or actually can be tested on corporate samples.
See, when you are selecting students from these schools, yes, okay, yes. So now understand there is a premium B school. Now in premium you can mention IIT, IIM. All IITs have business schools. Yes, NIT. Yes, ISB and MDI. Or let's say, I can't put Jaipuria here, but yes, or let's say XLRI. I'll mention FMS. I'll mention JBIMS. Kiran. So one sample should come from this school. Second, average business school. Here I'll put KJ SIM. There are many. I'll put Jaipuria. I can put many. So you should, Kiran. Now, when you are collecting data, Kiran, now few students from IIT and few students from, let's say, IES Business School, or for that matter, SIES, no, it will not suffice. ये problem हो गया. Now, Kiran, you should segregate. You should try to bring 200 data from premium, 200 data from, let's say, average business school, and 200 from like Koinur Business School, them नीचे वाले business school, Koinur Business School, or for that matter, बहुत सारे होते हैं. जैसे एक है कहीं पे है, I'll not name, or lectures are being recorded, I put it on YouTube, somebody will file a defamation suit on me, you're calling my school as average. Okay, so there are many, Kiran, you should make it out, and you see the demographic profile.
Sir,
Most
actually, I have seen in, I have read few papers in, and noticed that Chinese papers have large sample size. They gather samples from one particular university only. Similarly, even Americans, but then Americans mostly rely on, I mean, most of the results that they have interpreted is on the basis of student data. And then rather than, actually going to corporates.
even in, see, Kiran, even in one
Their
university,
paper is in very top-notch journals.
yeah. See, actually, no, sample is just a sample, because sample is there, okay, but people use sample to comment about general behavior of people, and they contribute to theory development. So there are many papers, in fact, not only restricted to Chinese and American, there are many papers where people have written best of the paper using student data from one university, even when they take one university. No? So let's say if you take now Mumbai University has around 800 colleges under it. So now you collect data from South Mumbai, North Mumbai, East Mumbai, West Mumbai. So again, we don't know. Simply a paper will not tell that. Rather, if you read a paper, you should read that what is that university, in how many geography that university is spread, all those things. See, other things apart, what I'm trying to say is that, let's say if you are doing a study on business school, then divide business school into three and use some benchmarks. Let's say NRF ranking or some let's say time survey ranking. Divide the business school, take top 50, next 50 to 100 on its 101 to 150. Divide the business school, because what will be true in business in top 50 might not be related to the third 101 to 150. So normally what it happens, see, the difficulty of statistics is what, no? So when you have multiple data set, no, so the theory gets subsumed. But you never get the big picture. That's why people do multi-group analysis. You know what is multi-group analysis? Multi-group analysis, you will, okay, let's say you have collected data from different business schools. Now you will, later on you realize, no, okay, the quality of business school will impact team formation and learning outcome and all those things and all. Then now you should run multi-group analysis based on the business school, on the categories. And then you will find that, okay, what is true with top IIMs or IITs is not true with middle one and the later one. Then you see there is a difference. That's why multi-group analysis, again, a multi-group analysis is a special case of moderation that we will see in the 5th session, where we'll run moderation and multi-group analysis. So multi-group analysis, again, it's a wonderful way of looking the heterogeneity in the population, Kiran. Heterogeneity.
Okay.
Yes. So people,
Yes.
so do it from, let's say you circulate a Google form and you spread here and there, then do a multi-group analysis and then see whether there is a difference between the category of the schools where people behave the similar way. So that's why multi-group analysis, it helps you to delve deeper and comment specifically about that particular thing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
मल्टी ग्रुप एनालिसिस अगर हम ग्रुप्स को करते हैं तो फिर मॉडरेटर में और मल्टी ग्रुप एनालिसिस में क्या डिफरेंस है?
See, moderation, always you have a construct which is measured on a continuous scale. And Sonam, to answer you, multi-group analysis में आपका जो variable है वो categorical होता है.
सर मॉडरेटर में भी तो कैटेगोरिकल होता है, मेल फीमेल वाला.
Okay, moderation दो type का होता है, Kiran. There are two kinds of moderation. One is your let's say continuous moderator, and second is your categorical moderator. So वो दोनों हम लोग देखेंगे, किरण. एक्चुअली आज मीडिएशन मॉडरेशन की बात अभी मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ. जब करेंगे तो उसको डिटेल में बात करेंगे, किरण. हाँ,
श्योर सर.
ठीक है, ओके. बट मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ ना, सैंपल को पहले समझो. हम लोग को सैंपल को समझना चाहिए. मैं विशाल सर का बहुत तारीफ करता हूँ, बिकॉज उनका PhD थीसिस सर ने मुझे दिया था 2016 में. एंड मैं विशाल सर से आज भी कनेक्टेड हूँ. तो वो एक्चुअली विशाल सर का एक अच्छा बात क्या मालूम है क्या, कि विशाल सर वो अपने सैंपल के साथ जाके रहे थे. मतलब वो जब PhD कर रहे थे फ्रॉम IIM लखनऊ, So he went and stayed with his samples, scientist लोग के साथ. और इंडिया में कुछ ऐसा 10 या 12 ये थे साइंटिफिक लैब थे. 10-12 में से उन्होंने 8 को सेलेक्ट कर लिया. 8 को सेलेक्ट कर लिया माने पॉपुलेशन पूरा रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हो गया, मतलब सैंपल पूरा रिप्रेजेंटेटिव हो गया. और उन्होंने 8 वो CSIR लेबोरेटरी से डेटा कलेक्ट किया. मतलब उनका इंजीनियर्स है, वो इंजीनियर्स का दिमाग बहुत तेज होता है. तो वो इंजीनियर्स लोग थोड़े मतलब उनको समझ में आता है कि 12 लैब में 12 में से अगर मैंने 8 को स्टडी कर लिया तो मैंने मतलब पूरे पॉपुलेशन के बारे में कमेंट कर लिया. और ना कि विशाल सर ने वो अपना वो PhD तो कंप्लीट किया, कितने पेपर्स निकाले अपने उस PhD थीसिस से, प्लस उन्होंने एक बुक लिखा. वो बुक का नाम बहुत अच्छा बुक है, बाय द वे यू शुड रीड बुक बाय विशाल सर. वो क्या नाम है उसका, वो लीडरशिप के ऊपर कोई बुक है उनका, बहुत अच्छा बुक है. सर ने मेरे को साइन करके दिया था वो सितंबर 2021 में. तो सो PhD से उन्होंने बुक निकाला है. तो दैट्स व्हाई ना अपना जो आपका जो PhD का जर्नी है, जिनका भी बहुत एंजॉय करके इत्मीनान से करिए. मैंने भी PhD बहुत रगड़ ही किया है, मतलब मैं सीख के किया है मैंने. और मैंने ऐसे टाइम में PhD किया है कि लाइफ में बहुत ऊपर नीचे उतार चढ़ाव चल रहा था. सोम्या यूनिवर्सिटी बन रहा था, अलग अलग दुनिया भर का. एंड PhD मेरा खत्म हुआ तो मेरे पास जॉब नहीं था. आई कंप्लीटेड माई PhD नवंबर 2023. और नवंबर 2023 में रिजाइन कर दिया था. मैंने EDI ज्वाइन किया और मुझे इंस्टीट्यूशन जमा नहीं, तो मैं अपना पेपर डाल के वहाँ पे वापस चले आया. देन आई बिकेम अ फ्रीलांसर. तो मेरे साथ ऐसा आयरनी केस हुआ कि मैं लाइक आई एम ऑन माई ओन टो नाउ. And whatever like मेरा जो life का earning है, it's all because of these workshops and I'm providing statistical consultancies and all those things. So you see how things will connect to yourself will not know. So moral of the story, again, I'm not here to tell you my story. The moral of the story is that when you do your PhD research, please see to that you are involved into it. 1-2 साल ज्यादा लगेगा चलेगा. और PhD में गाइड आपको कुछ नहीं गाइड करने वाला है. Please take it from me. बल्कि guide will expect that you write a paper and you write his name. Yes, okay. And many times you realize that guide himself doesn't know. By the way, I was lucky that my guide was from Pondicherry Central University and sir ने मुझे अच्छा गाइड किया. And sir को knowledge अच्छा था and was very method का ज्ञान सर को बहुत अच्छा था. And he really guided me properly. So if you get a good guide, it is your luck. Even if you didn't get a good guide, consider it to be your luck only, because you will be on your own toe and you will, if you really do very sincere work and you will perform better in life. I'm not putting anybody down, because people are at different level of evolution. मैं हमेशा ये मानता रहा हूँ कि every person is at different level of evolution. So let respect the level of evolution that they belong, and let's respect the level of evolution that we are, and let's make an effort to rise from the present level of evolution that we are. Yes,
सर
okay.
सर आप गाइड, ये लाइन तो आपने बहुत अच्छी कही सर, मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी. और आप गाइड के भरोसे मत बैठिए, क्योंकि गाइड आप ही के भरोसे बैठा हुआ है.
yes, this is the fact. गाइड आपके भरोसे बैठा हुआ है. So, let's translate it for Vanita. Guides, what Loveji is saying, that guides are trusting you that you will publish and you put the name. Again, it's a very crude way of
Yes.
translation becomes very difficult.
And it is, sir, 100%, not 99%. 100% guides are actually depending on that.
Guides are depending on
Somehow you are going to manage the work and you will complete your thesis, and don't come to me.
Okay. So let's proceed. I hope Kiran's question is answered. Yes?
Yes, sir.
So we'll speak for 10 minutes and then we'll take a break for 15 minutes and okay. So now friends, we all know how to import the data. Now it's not a rocket science. Yes? Importing data is just by click of a button. So here is a command to import the data. I've written a command. Now see what I said. Now all of you just pay attention. Now what I'll do, I'll shift my cursor here, shift my pane, window pane here to the right. Now I'm bringing my cursor to the right hand side. Now all of you just pay attention. Now if you type one command, let's say type one command str, structure. If you structure, and let's say what's the name of the file, corp underscore this, enter. So this is the structure of the data. It is saying this is the data frame which has 344 observations and it has 41 variables. Means 41 is column and 341 are rows, and all data you see, it is there. Okay. Now let's say if you want to see first 6 observations of your data set, first top ke 6 observations, simply type head and write the name of the vector. Vector C, you can make it AB also, but मैंने थोड़ा सा उसको लंबा रखा है, corp underscore rep. Actually, it's a vector. Yes. So simply learn line number 8. So the moment you run line number 8, let me erase it once again and let me run line number 8. So if I run line number 8, I'm getting information about my first 6 observation. So what is my first 6 observation? First column is service provider. Second column is service type. Then this is comp. Comp is you are measuring corporate reputation. One dimension is comp. Second dimension is like 3 items. Then this is CUSEL, customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is measured using 3 items. SUSA, this is customer satisfaction, 1 item. And other things are there which I'm not taking. Other things are there which I'm not taking. It's a very detailed, but initially we are checking one basic model, whether corporate reputation impacts customer satisfaction and loyalty. Yes, okay, we are checking this. So first 6 observations by head, and if you want to see bottom 6 observation of the data, so it is having 344 data sets. So let's say I want to check let's say 339, 340, all those data set, bottom 6. So run this. This is bottom 6 observation. See, 339 to 344. 339 to 344th observation. Yes. By the way, I recently found one command, head tail, and simply write corp. Again, don't get confused now. It's a बहुत सारे command है. Don't get confused. The complexity of R is huge. Right? Take only 5-10 commands जो आपका पूरा PhD कर दे. If you focus, there are 5-10 commands. I have discovered after teaching R for so many years, I have only 5-10 commands जिससे मैं पूरा एक paper लिख सकता हूँ. Every 5-10 commands, cut, getting a detailed result. But you will master over the period of time. Then okay, now let's install the package called SEMinR. So line number 11, just run it. Let me run line number 11. Actually, SEMinR is already there in my machine. So, but if it is not there, install.packages. Karthike, please pay attention. Karthike's doubt was related to this. Karthike, whenever you are installing a package, these are the 2 commands. One is install.package, double inverted comma, name, and library. So since I'm not running line number 11 because this is already there in my machine, simply run line number 12. Yes. Okay. Now starts. Now see, line number 14 to line number 59. First of all, friends, I am nobody to write the syntax. The developer of a package gives syntax. You have to borrow it. That's it. You can create your own syntax when you develop a package. By the way, majority of researchers in India, they are not developing package, they are using package. People in West, जैसे SEMinR package is by Soumya Ray. He's an Indian origin person. So there are many Indians जो a package develop करने का काम कर रहे हैं. Developing a package means coming out with certain sets of commands, coming out with certain sets of functions which can do uncommon things. So maybe my expertise is not in developing package. My expertise is in using package. So if people who are from computer science or people who are from ITs, they develop package. I said no, ki engineers have a very different way of thinking. So बहुत सारे engineers लोग ये सब develop करते हैं package. Now all of you pay attention. I'm using this. This is my favorite interface, R-based package. See, now all of you pay attention. Everybody will pay attention. See, there are five commands that we need to borrow from SEMinR package. First, I'm using commenting. First, we have to specify the model. Specify. It's very simple. Specify the model. First, you have to specify the model. Yes. Second, you have to create measurement model. Let me put it measurement model. First, specify the model. Measurement model. Yes. Okay. Or see, when I say specifying the model, it means we are drawing the model. Specify the model means drawing the model. Where you will specify the model? See, when you're writing a paper, at least, or when you're testing a model, आप paper पे कुछ तो बनाओगे ना? This is my model. A leads to B, B leads to C, C leads to D. So first step is specify the model. Draw the model on a piece of paper. Second is create measurement model. Now measurement model, just a second, Control L, specify the model. Second step is measurement. See, measurement model in PLS-SEM is known as outer model. Remember yesterday? Measurement model measurement model simply assesses the, see, when I say outer model, here you are checking the relationship between latent construct and manifest variables. Measurement model is your CFA, or it is also known as measurement model testing or theory testing. Yes, okay. So third is you have to decide your structural model. Structural model. I like this interface because of the red color and blue color. The structural model is your inner model. Inner model is nothing but your hypothesis. Yes, this is nothing but relationship between constructs. This is relationship between constructs which are your hypotheses. Yes, okay. Fourth step is estimate the model. Friends, it is not rocket science. I've written everything on the script which I've shared with you. Please don't worry about it. And even if you read that book SEMinR, you'll find all these mechanical steps. So fourth is estimate model. Yes, and how we estimate? The algorithm is PLS-SEM. By the way, we estimate the model using PLS-SEM algorithm. If you are using SEM, the algorithm will be maximum likelihood estimation. Now, fifth step is your summarizing the model. We'll summarize the model. By the way, which command we use for summarizing? Summary. I said no, summary is a very used command in R. And last, we bootstrap the model. Bootstrap the model means when I say bootstrapping, it means, let's say the observation is 344. The corporate reputation model data has 344 observations. Now, please remember that PLS-SEM is a non-parametric approach to SEM, non-parametric. So it is always better to test the hypothesis with a very big sample size. So now when you do bootstrap, now people use 5,000 bootstrap samples or 10,000 bootstrap samples. Means this 344 sample you convert into 5,000 or 10,000 using certain algorithm, which machine does. Machine imputes certain values, replaces it. Machine tries all this iterative process. So when you bootstrap the model, the result is more robust, because in bootstrap we get confidence intervals, we get t value, and we get p value. And we test our existing relationship between the constructs on a very large sample size. So that's why whenever you are using PLS-SEM, friends, please note this: you always have to bootstrap the model, and the sample size should be, I'm writing n should be 5,000 or 10,000, preferably. Now, when I use R to test my PLS-SEM, I use 10,000. I always go with a large sample size. So these are the standard steps. Yes, Kiran, go ahead. Yes, Kiran, go ahead.
Sir, so that means even if we have small sample size, like for example, I mentioned yesterday about teams. So if I have some around 30, 40 teams, or maybe 12, 15 teams. So do you suggest that Bootstrap will help me to establish some
if you are using, if you are using PLS-SEM, you should definitely do. But Kiran, what my understanding says, let's say you are taking 30 teams and every team has said, let's say 7 or 6 members. Yes.
Right.
Okay. Now, don't you think there is one team level variable which will impact? So every team will have certain set of behavior which will be uncommon to other team.
Right.
Now, Kiran, you should please explore this multi-level modeling. बिकॉज आपके लिए सेम नहीं लगेगा, जहां तक मेरा मानना है किरण.
अच्छा.
आपको मल्टी लेवल मॉडलिंग करना पड़ेगा, 30 टीम को अलग अलग लेवल पे कुछ स्टडी करना पड़ेगा, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. बट अगर किरण आप सेम यूज कर रहे हो ना किरण, इफ यू आर यूजिंग सेम, देन यू PLS-SEM particularly, then you should bootstrap.
Okay.
Yes, okay. But yes, Kiran, I would strongly request that I'll send you one material, maybe one book which I have. It's on multi-level modeling. Just go through it and seek some expert guidance. Have you collected your data?
It is in the data collection phase only, and I'm working on teams only.
Okay, fair enough. But try to explore multi-level modeling, because there are certain team level variables which impacts people's behavior. So every team will display a certain set of behavior. So so if you do multi-level modeling, then you are showing a big picture. Because
Okay.
PLS-SEM, again, we are taking data which is cross-sectional or data measured at 2 point in time, and we are model testing and all. So have you drawn your model, specified your model?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So discuss with your guide, maybe sometime. Yeah, we'll look at
Yes.
it.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So by the way, friends, these are the standard steps that we need to follow every time. Means all the 6 days, whatever day is left for the 6 days, we'll follow this model. Yes, okay. So here you see step 1, specify the model, line number 14. Step 2, this is specifying the measurement model, structural model, and these commands are fixed. I have nobody to create it. Yes, okay. So it's almost like 7:47. Let's meet at 8:05. We'll take a 20-minute break. Yes, we'll take a 20-minute break. So after 20 minutes, 8:05, we all will be back. Have your tea, coffee, whatever you want. We'll be back. Yes, okay.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can I ask something?
Karthike, go ahead. Yes. Karthike?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, while I was also running the same simulation, so in my screen it was showing for 50 variables instead of 41 variables. Is there something different?
Okay, let me check. Let me share the screen. You have imported the same file? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me check. STR for it is showing how many variables?
Sir, in my it is showing 50 variables.
50. Okay, 50.
Yes.
Let's check. Okay. Just a second. Wait, let me check. And no, it should not be 50, Karthike. But don't bother.
Okay, sir. And
Don't
sir,
bother.
the my query remains the same because run button is not showing again.
There is some problem in your maybe. See, why don't you uninstall RStudio and install once
Sir,
again?
I actually did yesterday itself, and I also reinstalled it. But again, the
Okay,
run
I'll
button is not
definitely
coming.
find a solution. See, sometimes
Okay.
you need to go here and edit and see. Just check somewhere. Some button must be clear console, or let's check code, view. Just check some button you need to tick it. So let's say plot session, the new session interrupt restart and here build profile, stop profile tools. Let me check new terminal, or just click on new terminal something, or rename terminal diagnostics. You need to go and check here something, and help, or simply type in Google. I'm not able to see run command there. Just type there. Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Just your diagnostic. Just check request log. See, mine also lost or what? Like, mine is there. See, mine also lost, it seems.
Sir, if you go to day one syntax R.
Day one syntax R, yes. It's there. I thought even I also lost a word. See, just type in Google, or I will also type in Google later on, and we'll help you out. Don't worry, we'll help you out. Huh? Karthike will help you out. But in the meantime, Karthike, what you can do, no, Karthike, you are there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I actually found one video, sir. I have shared on the group chat, sir.
Okay. So simply you need to select and press Control Enter. Automatically everything will come in the console section. Yes. Now I'm surprised that how come.
सर एक चीज आप और बताएंगे ये आप कंसोल विंडो अपनी राइट हैंड साइड पे कैसे लेके आए?
हाँ, ये देखो, Sonam, just see view, and here there is panes, and simply click on console on right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Again, view, panes, console on the right. Just click here. Okay. Now, Karthika, I think somebody has posted one video for you. Later on, you see this video and type in Google. You'll find a solution. Yes.
Sir, वो मैंने ही करा है. ठीक है, sir. मैं देखूंगा,
अच्छा.
sir.
Okay. Now, I'm not able to see see you. Only hear your voices. So every voice appears to be the same. Chalo, let's begin. Okay. So now, see, I typed certain things for you. Yes. So these are the steps that we need to follow. Yes. Okay. So all of you just pay attention. Let us select. See, please understand the syntax. So this simple MM, this is vector. Anything that is left hand side of less than dash symbol is a vector. You can write your name also. But now we are following simple MM. This is just a vector. And constructs. Constructs is the command. See, if you want to see what is construct, simply type question mark constructs. See, here they have written how to write constructs. Construct, create the constructs. And see, they have given how to write. So if you are using SEM, then you should write reflective. Again, I said SEMinR is that package which can take care of SEM as well as PLS-SEM. So now PLS-SEM creates composites. So you should write composite. But if it is SEM, then you should write reflective. Yes, okay. So now, guys, pay attention. Sorry, friends, pay attention. So this is this is the way you should write it. Huh? And even if you miss one comma, let's say by mistake, if you remove this comma, it will show you error. Yes, okay. So simple constructs, bracket start, composite. This is your comp. Comp is your first dimension of corporate reputation. It is a multi-item. So again, comp and write 1, 2, 3. See this word should be similar to what it is there in your file. All of you just pay attention. Yes. Where is that? See your file. Just a second. Where is my file? Huh. See, COMP. Yes. This COMP should be this particular word should be exactly what it is there in your Excel file. And simply give the number 1, 2, 3. The command will locate where it is that all those items it will locate. See, there is underscore also. Why underscore? Because by default there is some underscore here. So COMP dash and don't write 1, 2, 3. Yes, later on write 1, 2, 3. The command will locate everything. Similarly, composite like. Now you can write anything whatever you want. You can write the full form also, but I'm using comp, what is there in the model. You can write anything here. But this should be exactly what it is there in your Excel file. Please remember this. So like it's a multi-item. Customer satisfaction, it's a single item. So you should use single item. See, single item construct should be written this way. See, everything is defined again, friends. I am nobody to write the syntax. Syntax it is given, I have simply borrowed it. So it's a rule, you have to follow that only. So I'm selecting line number 16 to 20. Yes, and I'm simply running it. So my measurement model. So the moment you get greater than symbol, it means everything is fine. Then step 2, specify the structural model. By the way, all of you just pay attention now. You can plot this structural model. Let me plot the structure model. Plot and write the vector simple underscore See friends, this is my structural model. Can you see? So run the structural model and write plot. Start the bracket and write the name of the vector simple underscore So now just all of you just see this measurement model. CUSL, this is customer loyalty. It is measured using 3 items. CUSA, this is customer satisfaction measured using 1 item. This is like, again, it's a dimension of corporate reputation. It is measured using 3 items. And you can see comp. It is reflectively measured using 3 items. Yes. So you can plot. Now, if you want, you can write one command. You can insert one command here in line number, let's say 22, plot, and you can save it so that future you can remember it. Simple underscore Yes. Now press Control S. The moment you press Control S, automatically this script will be saved for future use. Now, similarly, now my structural model, measurement model is done. Now let's specify the structural model. So what I'll do, select line number 26 to line number 28. By the way, interpret the syntax. So here you have to use relationships. Here you use the command constructs. Here you use the command relationships. Yes, you simply type question mark relationships. You will get the syntax. Relationships. Sorry, there is some error. Relationships. Spelling mistake is there. You have to be very specific when you are typing in RStudio. See relationships. See how it is written. So relationships. Now this is structural model. So see, now all of you pay attention. So from paths, you should write paths. Again, see here it is path. It is written paths. From. So from first comp and like path will go to both CUSA and CUSL. So from means comp and like, these are 2 dimensions. Their arrow is going from comp to CUSA, like to CUSA, and comp and like to CUSL. So from to, path from to, and the arrow will go from comp, like to CUSA, CUSL. So by the from and to are prepositions. And there is one path from CUSA to CUSL. Yes, see this. So comp like, so from comp and like to CUSA, CUSL, then there is one path from CUSA to CUSL. So then path from CUSA to CUSL. So this syntax is fixed, friends. I have not created this syntax. Exactly, you need to write it the way the arrow is going on. And later on, let me run this. Let me run this. Let me put this down and run this. So I'll run line number 26. Run it. And you can plot it, friends. You can plot it. PLOT plot. And you can simply write simple underscore SM. See, you got the diagram. Friends, can you see? Exactly the same diagram.
Yes, sir.
So if you do any error from to C, if any error is there in your structural model, you will never get this diagram. So normally people draw this diagram on paper or in Word, and then they plot the structural model. See, my structural model is exactly similar to this particular model. Exactly similar to this particular model. No difference. It means correct. I can proceed. Yes. Okay. So now, first is you are creating measurement model, then creating structural model. By the way, let me insert one line plot. You also insert plot simple underscore SM. Insert one line plot and press Ctrl S, or you can press this also. See this. Yes. Now see, estimate the model. Again, this syntax is fixed. Now I'll not explain the syntax. Go and read the textbook. Syntax is fixed. You and me are nobody to change the syntax. Yes. Okay. So now see, we have added called mean replacement because there are certain missing entries in the data set. So here we are giving the command mean replacement and missing value -99. So I'm running line number 34. Run. The moment you get this, all 34 observations are valid. It means everything is fine. Kartikeya, how much observation you are getting right now here? Show me. Tell me. कार्तिकेय
सर एक छोटी सी प्रॉब्लम है सर बस मेरे साथ कि आई एम नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट ये आपके स्क्रिप्ट वाला जो आपका पैनल है सर इसमें आपने ये सिंटैक्स कहाँ से लेके आए आई
हैव रिटन आई हैव मैनुअली रिटन
तो ये हमारे पास तो सर है नहीं सर
अरे आई हैव सेंड यू यार व्हाट आर यू टेलिंग सी यार
अच्छा वही मैं पूछ
ओके ओके सी कार्तिकेय
sir you have sent the R syntax file.
It's in R syntax file day 1.
Kartikeya, go to the reading material, please. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Uspu. Thank you, Uspu.
Okay, sir.
Just a second. And just a second. See. Kartikeya?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm following, sir.
R syntax, see, day 1. Download this. Day 2. I have written this syntax on my own. Okay. So download it. Okay. Now I'm running line number. I'm summarizing the model. Now this is just a vector. This is just a vector. Yes. Okay. So let me run line number 43. Yes. And then let me run this particular vector. Line number 45. See. See what I'm getting. All of you just pay attention. See. All of you just pay attention. See what command I'm getting. This is results from package SEMinR. So path coefficient. First is R square. So comp and like together they are explaining 0.295%, close to 30%. Comp and like together they are explaining 30% in customer satisfaction. Means still 70% is not explained by comp and like. Getting? Then focus here. Comp, like and customer satisfaction, 3 of them together are explaining 56% in customer loyalty. Good number. Now what should be the now all of you pay attention. What should be your R square? In social science, your R square, even if it is, let's say 15, 20, 25%, it's decent. It's decent. Now here for your overall model, the R square is 56%. It is decent. By the way, friends, you should look at this paper. I'm again telling you, look at this paper, when to use and how to report the results of PLS-SEM. Here, if you read this paper, the authors have given the threshold. How much should be R? I think Sonali was asking me, Sonali or somebody, Shilpa was asking me, Shilpa, that how much should be the R square. So if you read this paper, here authors have given, let me check, in structural model they must have given, because R square is a part of structural model. See, friends, page number 11 of this paper, the R square measures the variance. Here, the R square measures the variance which is explained in each of endogenous constructs and is therefore a measure of model's explanatory power. R square is the measure of model explanatory power. Huh? The R square is also referred to as in-sample predictive power. It is known as in-sample predictive power. What is out-sample predictive power? We'll look later on. We are looking on the thresholds. The R square ranges from 0 to 1, means R square is standardized, with higher values indicating a greater explanatory power. Higher values means higher explanatory power. As a guideline, R square values of 0.75, 0.50 and 0.25 can be considered substantial, weak, moderate and weak. So our R square, see, R square should be, if it is if it is 0.75 and above, 0.75 above, it is strong. If it is between 0.75 and 0.749, it is moderate. And if it is 0.2.5 less than 0.2.5, it is weak. So in our case, our R square is moderate. Good. 56 is decent. You should report. Even if it is 29%, you should report it. And adjusted R square, definitely adjusted R square will always be less. Okay. And see, this is your beta value. Beta means comp. This is the, but here, whether your beta is significant or not, that is not been provided to you. But simply, this is the beta value of comp on CUSA, and this is the beta value of comp and CUSL. So by looking at the beta value 0.09, I will say that comp is not affecting CUSM. Means competence, the COMP means if you cognitively, apne dimag se, if you cognitively evaluate the company, you will not be loyal towards the company. This is what it is telling me, because this is a very low beta value. But wait, we have to see the beta value, confidence interval, P value and T value. Just wait. I am just intuitively, I am predicting what will happen. Like has a significant impact on CUSA. Like also has a significant impact on loyalty. Yes. If you like a company, then you will be satisfied and you will be loyal. So like is telling better, like is exactly as per what logic says. But even competence is exactly as per logic says. So if you cognitively evaluate a company, you will be satisfied with the product, but you will not be loyal to the company. By the way, loyalty is a very hard thing to give to somebody. Yes. And this is CUSA, satisfaction. Satisfaction, see the beta value, 0.504. Exactly, it must be significant. According to me, only this will not be significant. Rest all be significant. मुझे ऐसा लगता है. Tentatively, I feel so. And now check the reliability. See, this is reliability alpha. Alpha is Cronbach alpha. And this alpha should be greater than 0.70. See all your alpha. 0.76, 0.831. One item, there is no reliability. Huh? Kiran, pay attention. See, CUSA. Everything is 1. You can't, statistically, you can't calculate. Yes. And this is 0.831. So alpha is decent. This is composite reliability. Again, this should be above. Again, composite reliability, people calculate for convergent validity. You know, convergent validity, there are 3 thresholds. Convergent validity, let me write it. Okay, so convergent validity. In convergent validity, we see 2 thresholds. First one is composite reliability. It should be greater than equal to 0.70. And second is your AVE. It should be greater than equal to 0.50. If these 2 thresholds are met, we will say convergent validity is achieved. Convergent validity is achieved. Yes. Please remember this, huh? Okay. So now here you see all my composite reliability for comp, for like, and for CUSCL, it's greater than 0.70. And if you focus on AVE, all AVE values are greater than 0.50. It means all the indicators that I have used to measure the latent construct, yes, they are converging. It means they have a very high collinearity and they are converging from the latent constructs. Yes, okay. So convergent validity is established. Convergent validity is established. Now for discriminant validity, what we will see? We will see Forner and Lerker criteria and Forner HTMT. Let's see, can I calculate from here? If I go up, if I put dollar, let me check validity. See, if you put dollar here, no dollar, and just go to validity, so you will get this. So let me do one thing. This is for overall result, and let's say this is for checking reliability. Checking. I'm just adding checking validity. Checking validity. What will be the command? Line number 45. Control C. Line number 48. Dollar, and here I will simply check validity. Yes. Let me erase this. And if I run this line number 48, run. Now all of you just pay attention. Validity. Validity. See this VIF values. VIF variance inflation factor for checking the for assessing multicollinearity. See this VIF value should be less than this VIF value should be less than 3. If VIF values is less than 3, we say that there is no multicollinearity. Yes, this value should be less than 3. See, all VIF values are less than 3. Here. All VIF values are less than 3. It means there is no multicollinearity. You should report it. Now focus on HTMT. All of you focus on HTMT. None of the values should be greater than 0.85. If any of the value is greater than 0.85, we see that the audience or the participants have not discriminated between the constructs. They are seeing everything as one, or they are seeing two constructs as one. So if you focus on HTMT, that is heterotrait monotrait ratio of correlations, all the values are lesser than 0.85. It means the constructs are unique. People who have answered my survey, they are seeing constructs to be unique. Second, Forner and Lerker criteria. All of you just pay attention. The diagonal values, this diagonal values is nothing but this is square of AVE or square root of AVE. This, let me see, let me check. Just a second. What was my AVE? AVE. Just a second. Let me calculate reliability. Just focus AVE and let me validity dollar. Let me check FL criteria. So you can use dollar and you can extract similar value. See, if you simply calculate square root of AVE, let me calculate square root SQRT of let's say 0.681 and press enter. So I'm getting this value 0.8252. Can you see this? So this diagonal values that you see, these diagonal values, they are square root of AVE. The diagonal values that you see, diagonal values, they are square root of AVE. And this diagonal value should be greater than that. This value should be greater than all which are below it. And this should be greater than this value and this value. But let me copy this. You will not understand this. Copy and let me take a Excel file. Let me take an Excel file. Huh? See how to interpret this. Paste. Go to data. Text to column. Next. Finish. Yes, and let's put it in the center. Okay. This is your Excel lab. Now, friends, all of you pay attention. Yes. These diagonal values that you see, diagonal values. This is nothing but square root of AVE, but ignore all this. Now you should remove this. When you are calculating, let's say it doesn't matter. You can report this also, no problem. All values that are in diagonal yellow color, they are square root of AVE. So Forner-Larker criteria, what is the, how do you interpret the Forner-Larker criteria? This value, this yellow value should be greater than this, and this. Yes. So you see 0.85 is greater than 0.65, greater than this, greater than this. It means people are discriminating between comp like CUSA and CUSA. Now let us see, now this value. This value should be greater than this and this value. It means, let me mark in a different color. This and this. So Forner-Larker criteria, it means the diagonal value should be greater than on and off diagonal values. If you read any standard paper, people report that the square root of AVE is greater than the correlations between the constant. By the way, these are all correlation values. This is correlation. This is correlation. Means like and com, their R is 0.65. CUSL and com, their correlation is this. So the square root of AVE should be greater than the correlations of the constructs. Similarly,
Correlation is the MSP, no?
See, actually, don't focus on MSP and ASV, all those things. Actually, Forner and Larker criteria. Yes, actually, it is maximum shared variance. Yes. Sonam, it is that only.
Yes, square root of AV should be greater than MSV. Then we said
Yeah.
that discriminant validity is
Yeah.
established.
Actually, it is that only is Forner-Larker criteria. But now nobody use that ASV should be greater than MSV. Nobody write this. You are correct. Sonam is correct. AVE should be greater than maximum shared variance. So this value should be greater than this. This value should be greater than this and this value. And this value should be greater than this. And this value should be greater than all this. So when such a situation is there, we see, yes, the constructs are unique, they are discriminant. The constructs are unique and they are discriminant. So now again, validity for just a second. Let me HTMP. Yes, Felix G, go ahead. Yes, Felix G, go ahead.
Sir, I have a error saying that when I run my estimate PLS, it says error in data frame, all loc non-int.
Okay, share your screen. Wait, let me stop sharing. Share your screen. When I was actually practicing and when I was writing the script, for me also it was showing error. So I realized one comma I missed it. See, by the way, using black color. Yeah, okay. So where is that? Show me that estimate line.
Your estimate.
Run it. It means there is some comma, full stop mistake will be there. Acha, just see corporate rep model estimate underscore PLS data. The name of the data file is corprep.data. Is it correct?
Yes, sir. That is the variable I have given, sir.
Okay. Corprep data. Come down. Let's match everything. Only then measurement model is equal to simple. Is it a simple underscore MM? Structure model simple underscore SM. It is it?
Simple.
Simple MM and simple SM. Yes, this is correct. Okay, check one by one. Then inner weight is path weighing and missing is mean replacement and missing value 99. See, sometimes what happen, no, there are errors of comma, full stop, only this. Even I was, when I was performing, then I realized somewhere I put an extra comma and this is what. So you put one more bracket here after 99. Just check. Let me check if there are. No. One more bracket is not required. It will show error. Let me check. Estimate PLS. Wait. Estimate PLS data is equal to corporate data. Then measurement model is equal to simple MM. Structural model simple SM. Inner weights path weighing missing equal to mean replacement missing value minus 99. It is showing error in data frame. Acha, it is showing error in data frame.
Sir, I think it's corp underscore REP है शायद हमारे वाले उसमें ये लिखा हुआ है.
See data. Check the name of the data file, Felix. Data file. What is the name? Corp capital R, no? No, Corp capital R data. See line number 21. Yes, Corp capital R data. See, is it the same? Corp capital R ref data. Yes, see that it is. See what the error is showing. Data frame data all undefined column selected. Some mistake has happened here only. Here data, around data. Rest is fine. Only data, something wrong is happening. Or have you learned line number? Go up. Run line number. Go up. Go to a data. Run line number 21. Run line number 21. Yes, and now run estimate wala. Run estimate. Huh? And see, actually, no. No, actually, you use my command. Use my command. What? See, actually, you have changed so many things here and there. No.
Yes, sir.
You are using own variables and all those things. So see, actually, the error is only some typo error is there. It seems you have to locate very minutely. See, that's the disadvantage of R. That even some comma here and there or some font change, and sometimes very difficult to locate.
आप एक बार प्लीज डेटा जहां पर आपने 28 लाइन में लिखा है estimate underscore PLS ब्रैकेट में डेटा इज इक्वल टू corp underscore rep rep डेटा है जो सर ने सिंटेक्स शेयर किया उसमें ये है yes corp underscore rep
This
rep
path weighing, remove the bracket. Path weighing, after path weighing, bracket is not required.
Okay, sir. Which one, madam?
Sir, it's in line number 28. Data is equals to corp underscore rep ये REPS. यहाँ पर नहीं इसमें corp और REP के बीच में underscore है सर.
हाँ, something was that data problem is there.
Corp underscore REP ये रहा आपका जो R है ऊपर सबसे पहले.
Or do one thing, no, provide this
First
data
वाला.
corp underscore. Provide this data, corporate reputation data. Corp नहीं वो read नहीं करेगा.
Yes, this one.
Just supply this data, later data.
Error can't subset.
See, Felix, do one thing, no? I think you have changed all the vectors according to your convenience. Yes. Use my vector, no, or whatever syntax I've given, use it.
Right, sir.
Automatically it become capital or what? Whatever it's.
Here I have missed underscore.
Yes. Yeah. See, one underscore missing. See, one underscore missing. Getting?
So,
see, such error will be there.
I put and the data frame. Now our running.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Stop sharing. Thank you, Sonam. See, Sonam is very active. She has understood everything. Great. Very nice.
So only we can only replace the construct name by our construct, and the rest of the syntax remains the same.
Yes. Rest of the syntax remains the same. Kiran, here, no, as I said, that you have only liberty in this column. Rest, everything is defined. This should be exactly the name which is there in the Excel file. So by default,
please share the screen.
Oh, okay. Yes, Kiran is right. Kiran, you have liberty for naming the construct. That's it here. But this should be exactly what the Excel file is there. An Excel file, the developer has given comp underscore. So that's why you also have to take underscore. Or you go and clean the data file and then bring it, then write it. Yes, okay. Okay. So now, friends, if you see, just a second. This is my Forner-Lercher criteria. Yes, and it is giving at the bottom that FL criteria table reports square root of AV on the diagonal and construct correlations on the lower sample. So this is your construct correlations, and your square root of AVE should be greater than construct correlations. What Sonam was saying, MSV should be lesser than AVE. She's correct. And if I simply go upper arrow key and HTMT, none of the correlations between two values should be greater than 0.85. So both FL criteria and HTMT are telling that my constructs are discriminant. It means both the conditions are satisfied. Means CFA is satisfied. CFA stands for convergent validity and discriminant validity. So convergent validity AVE is greater than 0.5 and 0.50 and composite reliability is greater than 0.70. Convergent validity over, see the result before you FL criteria and HTMT, even they are fulfilling. So now we can say our constructs are discriminant. Now once outer model, if outer model tests are fine, then go and test the structural model. Yes, okay. Now, if you focus on line number 50, now let's
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead, Karthikeya. Yes.
Sir, one small issue is coming that I'm trying to run the FL criterion HTMT. It is showing an error. Dollar operator is invalid for atomic vectors.
Okay, share the screen.
Okay, sir.
Felix, you have a doubt? You have a doubt?
No, sir. I'll
Put your hands down. Okay. So it is.
Sir, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. And no. See, just lower the console window. Thoda chota karo. Karthikeya, just slightly make your console window small. Yes, okay. And show me where is summarize the model. Okay. Now, come to line number 42. Line number 42. Run line number 42. Yes. Run it. Yes. Okay. And now select this line number 42 and cut copy in. Cut copy. Just come see Control C and just paste here. Paste. Put dollar. Put dollar now. And extract first validity. Again put dollar. Slowly. Again put dollar. Take FL. So you're getting no? Go slowly. By the way, friends, I forgot to mention you one thing. Karthikeya, could you please stop sharing?
Yes, sir.
See, that's why when you write your syntax, write neat and clean. I think Felix G using some cloud version. That's why, see, the syntax appears to be quite cluttered.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Give a lot of space. Enough. There's not many space. Give space, then you'll understand where comma or where underscore is missing. Because even small comma, small full stop, one bracket missing, or one capital letter becoming small letter, this will take you 3 hours, 4 hours. I'll tell you, when I was performing all my PLS-SEM using PLS-PM package, very outdated package. Now nobody uses it. So I used to, for days and days out, I never used to get solution. Then I realized, okay, some capital letter I have written small letter. Somewhere full stop is missing. Somewhere comma is missing. Somewhere the data file is not read properly. Some silly mistakes. I think Felix G doubt was what issue Felix G faced. I really had similar issues for days and days, and I used to locate what is the problem? What is the problem? Yes, okay. So such issues proper. And thank you everybody for bringing your challenges at least in front of the class, because your challenge is everybody's challenge. Your question is everybody's question. Yes, okay. Now friends, pay attention. See, all of you just pay attention. I forgot to mention one thing. Discriminant validity. See, convergent validity. Now discriminant validity.
Sir, your
Your
screen is
not visible.
Which I have not shared or what? Okay. Yes. See, discriminant validity, what you need to see. Pay attention. First you need to check the loadings. Then you need to check FL criteria, and then you need to check HTMT ratio of correlations. Then you need to also check loadings, FL criteria, HTMT, and bootstrap HTMT results. Bootstrap HTMT. Now, of late, people say report your bootstrap HTMT. So if you report bootstrap HTMT, then you need not report FL and HTMT. This is enough. So now pay attention. See, let me check the loadings. Loading kaise check karne ka? Simply line number 45, copy, Control C, paste here, put dollar, and come to loading. See, can you see the loadings? See the loadings. See the loadings. This is the loading. Let me copy it. Control C, and I'll bring it in Excel laboratory. Here I will copy, paste this one, data and text columns. Next, finish. And just remove this. Now, if you pay attention, let me put it in a center. Friends, pay attention. This value should be greater than 0.708. All this value should be greater than 0.708. So this should be greater than 0.708. This should be greater than 0.708. You see? So whenever you are seeing discriminant validity, first test is see the loadings. All the loadings should load on the parent construct and they should be greater than 0.708. Second is FL criteria. FL criteria is here. Next is HTMT. 3. All the criteria are indicating that my constructs are unique. They are discriminant. Please remember this. Okay. Now let's bootstrap the model. Again, see. This bootstrap is a function. Huh? This bootstrap is a function and it is there in SEMinR package and syntax is defined. Now see what I'm doing. I'm creating a vector boot underscore simple cop rep. This is a vector. Anything that is left hand side of less than equal to, it's a vector. And this is the function.
आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. So can you please repeat?
Hello, can you hear me? My internet is slightly weak. My internet is slightly
Sorry, your voice is not clear. Sir.
Just a second. Just a second.
Sir, now it is clear.
Now all of you pay attention. This bootstrap model, it is a command which is there in SEMinR package. Lavji, am I audible? Hello?
Sir, some error, some error, and sometime it is clear, sir.
Okay, just give me a second. I think there is some other people are using my Wi-Fi. Just give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay, sir.
Wi-Fi can you start? Hello.
Now it is clear, sir.
Yes, sir. Perfectly fine, sir.
There is some problem in Wi-Fi. Actually, the network is slightly going up and down, but doesn't matter. Let's listen. So this is the command, and this is your you need to supply your this estimate. Can you see this? This estimate vector. This estimate vector, line number 34 vector. You need to supply here. Please remember, line number 34 estimate vector. You need to supply within the bootstrap, and n boot is number of bootstrap. You should always take as 5,000. Now I'll not take 5,000 because if I take 5,000, it will take too much of time. Normally I go for 10,000. So let's say if I'm going for 10,000, see how much time it will take. And this is, by the way, course null. This is defined. Simply keep your cursor here. Need not select it. Automatically. See, can you see this red blip? So 10,000, it will take time. So don't do 10,000. At least this is a practice. Let's stop it. And let's make it 500 or 100. Let me keep it 500. Jaldi se ho jayega. You'll do it very quickly. Just keep your cursor here and run it. See, 500 will be easily done. Easily done. Okay, see. SEMinR model successfully bootstrapped. Now, what I'm doing, this, I need to summarize it. I'm summarizing this. I'm just summarizing it with the summary command and again storing in a vector. Yes, okay. So line number 57, run. Okay, and then just select this and put $ and extract whatever you want. $, and let's say I want bootstrap path. Just see. Now interpret. Now this is your hypothesis. Friends, this is your hypothesis. See, from COM to SUSA, customer satisfaction. See the T stat greater than 1.96. Any alternative hypothesis supported, and there should not be 0 between these two sides. So COM to SUSA hypothesis is supported. T is greater than 1.96, and 0 should not lie between 2.5% confidence interval and 97.5 confidence interval. 0 should not lie here. So this hypothesis is supported. Focus on comp and customer loyalty. This hypothesis is not supported because minus and 0 there comes 0. अगर minus plus आ गया तो वहां पर क्या हो गया? That hypothesis is not supported. And again, see the T stats. It is less than 1.96. So this hypothesis is not supported. Rest all other hypotheses are supported. You see, all T value greater than 1.96, and there is no 0 between the lower and upper confidence interval. There is no 0 between lower and upper confidence interval. So except COMP and CUSL, all my hypotheses are supported. All my hypotheses are supported. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt? Sonam, love.
सर ये पूरी की पूरी टेबल हमको ऐसे ही रिपोर्ट करनी है यहाँ से ले जा करके?
हाँ, then you can take in Excel. You should just take in Excel.
Okay.
You should just take in Excel. I'll show you, Sonam, to solve your query. See how I've done. Now, Sonam, I use R very heavily. Yes, I'll show you one of my papers. Again, I'm saying, no, this is the third time I will be sending to a very advanced journal. You see, Sonam, all my I've written this paper, Sonam, using R Studio itself. And by God's grace, this time I'll get through. I have full confidence that this time is high, that it will be published in some good journal. See, this diagram I have drawn on my own, conceptual diagram. See, I've just copied in Excel and then brought it here. Everything I've copied in Excel. Yes, discriminant validity, foreigner writer, STMT, and this is my convergent validity, and this is my descriptive statistic correlation, everything, demographic profile, everything. Getting? Sonam, getting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So just copy in Excel. So normally what I do, Sonam, to show you, I do in R and then take it in Excel and store all my data. You see Excel, I get. See validity, how I assess everything I've copied from the Excel.
Actually, the query is related to like reliability, discriminant validity. ये सब तो common है, चाहे हम MOS में करें, चाहे हम PLS में कर रहे हैं. But is there anything like जो हम MOS में नहीं measure करते हैं, but वो हमें PLS में report करनी होती है? So मैं ये पूछना चाह रही थी.
See, first of all, there are standard ways of reporting, Sonam. Standard ways. Like
Okay.
So all this thing you should report.
तो मैं PLS का कोई भी पेपर लेकर उससे देख सकती हूँ ना? I mean, वहां पर क्या क्या रिपोर्ट किया गया, सिमिलर चीजें मुझे यहाँ पे रिपोर्ट करनी.
Yeah, exactly. I'll show you one paper, Kiran. Kiran, I'll come to you. Let me address Sonam's concern. Sonam, see, there is one paper. This is by IMB review. By the way, I'll show you some A-star paper also, where people have used PLS-SEM. Now you see, Sonam, to answer you, just see the reporting part of this paper. Reporting. See results. Common method, bias, measurement model. See the reporting. In the measurement model, reliability and construct validity, convergent and discriminant of all 8 first-order latent performed were performed. Both the composite reliability and Cronbach alpha values were above the threshold of 0.70. See table, suggesting adequate construct validity. The convergent validity of variables were assessed by AB and all those things. See, standard way of reporting. Report your VIF. All my VIF values are less than 5. It means suggesting no multicollinearity. Then when you report your measurement model, VIF values, then start with reporting your structural model. Talk about your structural model, which hypothesis is supported, which is not supported. See, they have written, this is the beta. And if I show you, if I show you this, see, this is my beta. This beta, this is my beta. See this beta. Beta equal to 0.19. Here beta is 0.162 and T value 1.96. This is supported. Yeah. So see, and you copy this in Excel and just make a nice table and put it in the Word file, put it in your manuscript. As simple as this.
Sir, यहाँ पर P value कहाँ है?
यहाँ है ना T value.
नहीं, P value तो है P.
हाँ, P इसमें नहीं देता है. This doesn't give P value, but there are manual ways of. But even if you report T value and confidence interval, it is fine, Sonam. Need not report P value. But there are some manual ways of calculating P value. Just check if you can calculate it. Right now I have not done it. But there is one package called SEM. SEM will give you everything. SEM is a very robust package.
So वो भी सर PLS-SEM
yes. See, I'm purposely not covering SEM package. You know, I was just conducting a workshop with Professor Vishal Gupta from IIM Ahmedabad in the month of January. And I used 3 packages, PLS-PM, SEM and SEMinR. And you know what feedback people give me at the end? It was very confusing because I used to change suddenly package, PLS-PM, SEM, SEMinR. Then people wrote, I used 3 packages, that's why they got confused. And anyway, our users, they get very confused when you run multiple packages. So to simplify matters, Sonam, in this workshop, I will focus only on SEMinR package so that things become simpler. And even if you don't report p value, if you report p value, it's okay, fine. And Sonam, to address you, Kiranji, I'll come to you. Sonam, just pay attention. Now I have uploaded one paper for all of you. A person, hair and all, they have used, see this paper. This paper I've uploaded. So this paper is by Kringle and Hair. In fact, they are the developers of PLS-SEM, and they have used R. They have used R in order to report them and see what they are reporting. This is the paper where it's a very good journal, by the way. Willis journal, it is Willis, and they have used R. They have given syntax also. All
So
command
can you
syntax.
please upload the paper in the drive so
It's
that we
there.
can
It's
have
there.
the
I've
access?
uploaded.
Okay.
Check it.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
And see how they have written about our statistical environment, and see exactly they copied the diagram from our environment, and see this is the measurement model, and then see how they have measured the constructs. They have given some information. Kiran, see how they have calculated sample size using this Koch and Hadaya method, minimum sample size. It's there in the paper, Kiran. You just adopt it. And then see they have given everything, and model specification estimation. See, they have given all the syntax. Felix Ji, see the syntax. Kartike, see the syntax. All my friends, please see the syntax. Sorry, I'm not remembering everybody's name. I should call everybody's name. Just see the syntax. Create measurement model, create structural model, model estimation, generating the SEMinR. Yes, and see how they have created the vector.
Do
Yes.
we also have to report all these syntaxes if I use these commands in my
Not
thesis?
necessary. Not necessary. Actually, if you're writing a paper and if your goal is to make users use R, then you can report it. But see, if you're writing a paper, you can be innovative, provided the editor should accept it. And see, now they have reported, see how they reported the structural model. Here also, they are not getting any p-value, Sonam. See this. And see how they have reported beta, T, and confidence
Okay, sir.
interval.
Actually, I'm asking this question because जो जो thesis reviewers होते हैं ना, तो they sometimes ask this thing कि भाई आपने कैसे किया, पेपर दिखाओ हमें. तो उसकी
then you
रेफरेंस
should
के लिए
see, then you should show them. Then you should make a separate Word file, upload it. See, first of all, whatever reviewer is asking you, you need to supply it. So see that you do it. But Sonam, to answer your first question, if p value is not there, but see how authors have reported. You know, they have used SEMinR package, and these people, they are one of the developers of SEMinR package. See, they are not reporting p value. So report this way. So take a standard paper, see how PLS-SEM reporters are actually reporting all the constructs. Just report it. Again, I'm saying SEM is not a rocket science. Please note this. What goes before SEM, that is more important. Theory was both important. Yes, okay. So see how they are reporting it. Report that way. And this is a beautiful paper I've shared with you. Recently published one. PLS-SEM, and this is a Willy paper, and Ringle and Hare are there. Legata, I think, is a new author, but it's a wonderful paper. Go and read it. I've uploaded it for you. All the commands and syntax are there. Okay, let's go to Kiran. Kiran, over to you. Kiran, you have a doubt?
Sir, I just wanted to ask, for proving discriminant validity, we are proving it by Cornell and Larker, by cross-loading and by HTMT. So can we use only HTMT? Then also it will be like robust finding.
The best is bootstrap HTMT. Kiran, I'll show you. Best is Kiran. See, press the upper arrow key and press $, and here see bootstrap HTMT. Best is this.
Okay.
Best is this because you get T stats. All the T stats should be greater than 1.96, and 0 should not be there between the confidence interval. Best is this, Kiran. If you report this, need not report Forner-Larker criteria, need not report cross-loading. But Kiran, if you focus standard paper where PLS-SEM has used, people talk about 3 things: cross-loading and FL criteria, and third is HTMT. But there are some new papers which are coming in PLS-SEM. They are saying simply report bootstrap HTMT. See, Kiran, again, let's say your paper is very good in theory and you need to cut short your analysis. then simply report bootstrap HTMT. Wise people will understand, okay, the constructs are discriminant. People who have answered the survey, they have seen the constructs differently. Getting?
Okay.
I'll
Right.
tell you, I was reading one paper, it was in AMJ, Academy of Management Journal, A-star ka journal hai. There the analysis was very less. They have used all shortcut methods of analysis, but theory-wise the paper was awesome. The best papers are those papers where theory building or people are presenting some wonderful theories. So there you can cut short your analysis, need not talk about loading or need not talk about a foreigner diagram. Simply say bootstrap HTMT says the constructs are unique. It's more robust because it's a bootstrap results and confidence interval is there. Nobody will question you. See, when you bootstrap, you get p value, t value, and confidence interval. So there you get a standard matrix whether to accept the hypothesis or to reject the hypothesis. That's why you should bootstrap.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. But let's say
सर
if you're
मुझे एक चीज और पूछनी है.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
so
go ahead,
sorry. I'm interrupting.
don't be sorry for asking question. Don't be sorry.
Sir, I'm asking this thing that HTMT is a part of validity checking, right?
It
So
is part of
MOS, it's part of validity, reliability and validity. तो मेजरमेंट मॉडल में हम रन करते हैं, लेकिन जब ये हम एमओस में कर रहे होते हैं तो जब एमओस में हम बूटस्ट्रैप वाला पार्ट जब यूज करते हैं, जब हम अपना स्ट्रक्चरल मॉडल रन करते हैं, तो मेजरमेंट मॉडल में हम बूटस्ट्रैपिंग नहीं करते हैं. So is it required there also? Because you are again and again saying कि bootstrap
See, first of all,
HTMT होना
if you read
चाहिए.
SEM papers, see, Sonam, if you read SEM paper, well, let's say SEM is used. Nobody reports HTMT there. People are still using FL criteria. And by the way, if you report only FL criteria, that is sufficient. See how this, please understand how this HTMT came into picture. So some authors, they use simulated data and they found that in certain cases, FL criteria can't be trusted in certain cases, not in every cases. Then say, let us come out with some more robust analysis. Then they used all this ratio metric. See, by the way, HTMT can be calculated manually, but I don't know to calculate manually. I will really have to slog and maybe, in fact, I can learn and I can show you. But since software is doing, I'm not bothered about it. So the FL criteria in simulated data, in certain cases, the validity, discriminant validity concerns were raised. So Hensler and all, they came out with HTMT. Now of late, they have come out with HTMT2. So there is FL, there is HTMT, then there is HTMT2, 1 and 2. So to answer you, Sonam, even if you report FL criteria, that is enough. That is enough.
Sir,
because paper will not be rejected. Max to max, the author will tell you or reviewer will tell you, give the HTMT report also. That's it. But some wise authors are there. No, they will not focus on all this analysis part. They will focus something other than the analytical part.
ठीक है सर. सर एक और चीज, कुछ एक वर्कशॉप्स में ना रो ए के बारे में बात की थी. अभी जब आप एनालिसिस ये कर रहे थे ना, तो इसमें भी आई थी
that is Dijkstra Hensler row, RHOA. That is one more method of estimating reliability. Now people say Cronbach alpha is more liberal and composite reliability row C is slightly conservative. So between more conservative and between more liberal, there is Dijkstra Hensler row, that is row A, what you're talking about.
Okay, सर मुझे लगता है टाइम टू टाइम ना कोई कुछ बोलता रहता है, तो वो एक ट्रेंड में आ जाता है.
Again, see what I'm trying to say. Please understand all what my argument is. My argument is that even if you present FL criteria or HTMT, it is fine. What goes before analysis, that is more important. Again, I'm telling, I read one paper on AMJ. Usme analysis was very limited, but the theory was awesome, and the paper was published in A-star. So don't be obsessed with too much of reporting, sir. But if you see, I normally know, I read IMB papers, IMB review papers. So there people report everything. I've seen 4 or 5 IMB papers where PLS-SEM is used, and see they have a standard way they will report. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Suddenly Wi-Fi went and suddenly some message also came. Just give me a second. But Sonam's answer is very pertinent. And even Sonam, again, I'll say, see standard papers where PLS-SEM has been applied, Sonam, and see whatever they are reporting, you also report. Okay, Sonam?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Don't see, again, I'm saying, no, don't be bothered about, see, off late, see, friends, I'll tell you, I've been telling this again. I'm least interested in stats now. Please, if you really want to become a good writer or for that matter author, no, be least bothered about analysis. What goes before analysis is more important. Theory kya nikal rahe ho? What theory are you bringing? Please focus on that. Yes, okay. So 15 people are there. I'm very glad.
सर यहाँ पर तो ठीक है, लेकिन आई मीन जो इवेलुएटर्स होते हैं ना, या गाइड भी पूछ लेते हैं कभी कभी, ये क्या है, क्यों किया, कैसे किया, बताओ हमें, तो इसलिए पता होना चाहिए.
हाँ ठीक है, अच्छी बात है. ओके ओके. होप यू आर एंजॉयिंग सेशन. बाय द वे वी आर वेरी बिहाइंड. आज फॉर्मेटिव कॉन्स्टेंट नहीं हो पाएगा मुझे लग रहा है, because as per planning we doesn't matter, we'll take formative next time. Okay, so Kiran, you should if you want to report less, no, suppose let's say if you're targeting good journals where analysis is okay, thoda moda analysis bhi likha, to Kiran, you should report bootstrap HTML.
Okay,
you should
sir.
report that is more robust, bootstrap
Yeah,
HTML. And
because
you see
journals,
bootstrap HTML, none of the values are greater than 0. I have not shared the screen, sorry.
actually
Friends,
journals have a constraint of words, and the more we write, the more the problem is.
yeah,
So
more,
editing,
yeah. So there are certain journals that they're very specific. They are more obsessed with a lot of theory part and all those part. Then there you should, and by the way, to answer everyone, if you simply report bootstrap HTML, it is fine. It is the best and the robust. Nobody will question it. Only few people who want to make a noise, they will see. Some reviewers make noise. So some reviewers who want to make noise, they will say no, report FL also, report cross-loading also. No, if you report one, बोलते ना एक सादे सब सदे सब सादे सब जाए. कबीर एक सादे, focus on one thing. If you focus on one thing, everybody will be everything will be fine. So if you, in my view, if you report this bootstrap HTML, this is more robust enough. Nothing to report any other thing. If there is a space crunch and all those things. But India में क्या होता है कि people take analysis very seriously. I'll tell you one interesting fact. I was presenting one paper in a Delhi college in Delhi. So somebody said that if there is no hypothesis in your research, it means you have not done research. Means according to him, he was rubbing qualitative research under the carpet. Means if there is no analysis, if there is no hypothesis, then what is the research? So that person, he was a resource person, he was rubbing everything under the carpet. Means according to him, quantitative research is at the peak. I didn't agree with that.
Some intelligence are everywhere, sir.
So okay. Good. By the way, only few people are participating. 4,
Sir,
5, 6 people.
Sir,
Yes,
could you
yes,
please just copy all this, the bootstrap HTML results into Excel, because you have done very quickly.
Okay, yeah. So sir, see what I'll do. I'll just simply
how you actually delimit the data or you fix the data in Excel.
Copy. First is what?
Okay. Clear,
this is estimate. I go and type in certain case. Then this is bootstrap mean. So B mean.
Because sir, it is sir, somehow you have written a wonderful script for just converting the results into CSV easily. But in R, it is very difficult to write the result.
Yeah, lower confidence interval, upper confidence interval, upper limit confidence interval. Sometimes you have to go and write, sir. If you are using R, no. Again, I always use R for be it CBSM or PLS-SEM. I always use R. Just select it and make it put it in the center. Yes, here I think it's not making any sense. So what I'll do, I'll type. This is I'll say relationship. I'll name it at relationship. But I'll show you how to put in word also. Just bear with me. This is relationship, and here I will show it manually. Comp and life, COMP or LIKE. I type it. Then let's say I copy all these things, take it in a let's say just a second. Take it to a word. Word means, let's say this is abstract. And simply put this, then select this and make it 1.2.5, and then Then here I select no border, slightly make it this, and then I make it, let's say, under the border, top of the border, and then this I put again bottom border. So this way I do. Getting? Then
Okay.
here I will write notes. Yes, and then I write B mean means bootstrap mean. All this thing. Sir, getting, sir? Love, sir, getting?
Oh, very, very true, sir. Okay.
So manually, sometimes no, you have to do manually.
Yes, sir.
By the way, in Amos and all also, but I'll show you shortcut also, sir. Shortcut also. I'll show you shortcut also. There is one technique. All your R data will come into an external file. Yes, okay. So just pay attention. Just pay attention. Where is my this? Okay. So yes. So now you can see the loading also. Bootstrap loading. See the loadings. All loadings are greater than 0.708. By the way, this is a very crystal clear analysis, huh? Because we are using
what loading refers to, sir.
Loading means the relationship between. Okay, very good question. I forgot to bring my that pen and marker. I didn't realize only. See. Okay, loading means this item, sir. Can you see this, love, sir? Comp1, comp2, comp3.
Yes, sir.
So comp1 is the relationship of comp1 with comp is 0.858. Decent. This loading should be greater than 0.708, sir. This loading should be greater than 0.708, or it should be greater than 70%. Yes. Okay. So similarly, like, see, all this value, love G should be greater than 0.70. All this value should be greater than 0.70. By the way, this is one item construct, so don't bother about it. Yes. Okay. Felix G, go ahead. Yes.
Sir, good evening, sir. Sir, can we say loading as beta coefficient?
No, don't call it beta. This is not beta. Actually, beta is always for path. So this is loading. Loading is denoted by lambda. Loading is denoted by lambda. Just have patience with me for today, because fourth day I'll draw everything and show you. Okay, I'll show you this thing. Just a second. I'll answer first. If I answer Love sir's question, everybody's questions will be answered.
Yes,
it's a beautiful question. Love ji, ye dekhiye. I'm plotting it now. See, you will understand everything. Felix ji, please lower a hand. Okay. Okay. Hope the screen is visible, everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Now what? See. Like is your latent construct. Yes, agree. And see, lambda like 1 underscore 1. This is 0.879. This is 0.87. This is your loading. And these values, sir, they should be greater than 0.70. They should be greater than 0.70. Yes, okay. Similarly, see comp, the value is greater than 0.70. Similarly, see kusa, see here actually lambda is 1 because this is single item. Okay. Now focus on CUSEL. Again, it's a reflective construct. See this value. This value should be greater than 0.708. It means it should explain 50%. Yes, okay. Means all this value should be greater than 0.70. Just remember this. Yes, and see here you can compare. If I can show you here, loading, let's say loading, see this value, comp value, like value, CUSL value. This is only this. Getting any doubt whatsoever? Hello? This diagram is self-explanatory. And see, like and comp are explaining 29%. And like comp, PUSA, they are explaining 56%. Decent, go and report. Take any standard PLS-SEM paper and report everything. Hope the doubt is resolved. Love ji, Felix ji.
Sir, can we call? Yes, sir. Sir, can we call lambda as a regression coefficient, sir? Lambda.
Yeah. To a certain extent, see, PLS-SEM uses regression. So what PLS-SEM does, actually it uses regression, but let's call it lambda. No, see, first of all, don't be bothered about. To put it simply, Felix G, actually, the relationship between like 1 and like is 0.879. Call it R, correlation coefficient. The relationship between like and like underscore 1 with the construct is 0.879. It should be greater than 0.708. So all my lambda is nothing but relationship between the latent construct and the manifest variable. So the relationship between the latent construct and the manifest variable should be greater than 0.708. As simple as this, sir. Felix Ji, any other query? Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Super, sir.
सर जब हम ये एमओएस में करते हैं तो वहां पर तो हम शायद इसे रिग्रेशन वेट कहते हैं, और जब हम PLS-SEM में करते हैं तो वहां पर शायद फैक्टर वेट वर्ड यूज किया जाता है.
See, first of all, Sonam Ji, whether it is SEM or whether PLS-SEM, the relationship between the latent construct and the manifest variable, it is denoted by lambda. Lambda is loading, and to put it simply, it is correlation. वो R है, the relationship between the latent construct and the manifest variable, whether you call it regression rate or whatever you call. See, first of all, AMOS or SEM is estimated through AMOS. It uses common factor model in estimating the latent constructs. And here in PLS-SEM, the technique is slightly different. That's why it is called as composites. So naming slightly some difference will be there, but if you try to understand,
मैं इसलिए पूछ रही हूँ because हम ये जो यहाँ पर R में कर रहे हैं, ultimately we are performing PLS-SEM, right?
Yes.
तो ये different क्यों आ रहा है? मतलब यहाँ lambda जो कह रहे हैं PLS-SEM में करेंगे तो कुछ और हो जाएगा.
No, I didn't get you. You're saying what?
I'm saying that हम यहाँ ये PLS-SEM कर रहे हैं, PLS-SEM के थ्रू हम स्ट्रक्चरल मॉडलिंग कर रहे हैं. तो जब हम PLS-SEM में करते हैं सेम चीज, अगर PLS-SEM सॉफ्टवेयर यूज कर रहे हैं तो वहां पर हम फैक्टर वेट कहते हैं हम इनको ना. तो अब यहाँ जब हम कर रहे हैं तो ये लैम्डा से क्यों शो कर रहा है? क्या मैकेनिज्म कुछ अलग है कैलकुलेशन का या सिर्फ इल्यूशन है?
See, actually every software have their own characteristics, and by the way, this diagram that you are seeing, it is given by SEMinR package. Getting, and when you use Smart PLS-4, see, first of all, Sonam Ji, to answer you, SEM and PLS-SEM identify loadings with lambda. It's common. Whether in SEM or PLS-SEM, loadings are denoted by lambda only. There is no difference on that. But the estimation of the latent construct in SEM and PLS-SEM is different. And when you take Smart PLS-4, the relationship of the latent construct with the manifest variable is denoted by some number, and that number, please consider it as a form of a correlation. See, anyway, this should not bother you. In the sense, if you read any standard paper, nobody is talking about people only report the loadings. That's it. Loading is loading. Tushar, please ask your question. Come on, Tushar, go ahead. Yes.
Sir, hello.
Yes, Tushar. Yes.
Sir, my question is that when we run this model, like SOSA, causal. So when we run this model, total model will run one go, or like causal one go, and causal cause one go.
No. See the syntax, sir. See, actually, there is a standard way. I was just telling. First, specify the measurement model, structural model, yes, estimate the model, summarize the model, bootstrap the model, and lastly plot the model. So when you plot,
sir, I am just asking just the second step. When we conducting hypothesis testing, so when we write the syntax, so first layer we arrange like from causal to cause. This kind of syntax we write our writing board.
No, see, syntax has to be written. See, I got it. Syntax has to be written in common, and all syntax has to be written. You can't simply write measurement syntax and get a structural output. All syntax are in order. Syntax are in order,
Okay.
and let's say you want to test the hypothesis. You only need to report this particular line number 61. Just run it, and here this is your hypothesis. So all the hypotheses. Let's say there are 5 hypotheses. You get the output here, and this you need to report.
Sir, what about mediation?
See,
yes, we are today we are not we are talking about mediation.
I was about to teach you mediation, but time is less.
Okay.
In that actually there is a mediation. We can definitely test it. By the way, if I can show you syntax, actually I was supposed to cover mediation also. I'll show you this syntax R day 2. Here see how to estimate indirect effect. Mediation. This is the command for mediation, sir. Day 2 syntax. Actually, I was supposed to cover this also today, but somehow maybe the topic is huge and queries are many. That's why I could not. Otherwise, I would have shown you mediation also. But sir, on coming Friday, first I will explain you the logic of mediation. That when should you conceptualize a mediation model, and how should mediation be tested, and everything, sir. Yes. Okay. Okay.
So
Shilpa,
one
go
thing,
ahead.
sir.
Yes. Go ahead, Tushar. Tushar, go ahead. Yes.
Sir, I'm just asking. Second question, mine is that, sir, throughout this seminar, we use SEMinR package.
Yes.
Sir, what in where the SEMinR package give the Q square predict value?
Q square predict, no, you have to calculate manually, but Q square you will get in SEM package. So I'll show you. I have a syntax. I'll show you.
Sir, my question is, in my single paper, we can use both package in similar.
No. See, Q square you can see again. I have not seen a paper where people have used.
Yes.
See, again, my paper got rejected. Maybe because I use SEMinR and
that is not issue, sir. That is not issue. I'm just asking. I'm not finding that kind of paper like two package use similar way. Okay.
Now,
package I have.
Very good question. Very good question. Let me appreciate you. When this fellow can write, just a second. See, that's the difficulty. When these fellow, where is that paper? They are writing. You can write a critical evaluation of. You can write one paper, critical evaluation of various packages in R, and then you demonstrate, and then you write that. You can write one paper, by the way. And there is one paper called Journal of Structural Equation Modeling.
Actually, yes, sir. Actually, sir, I find, sir, like a Journal of Business Research is a star category journal. I hardly read 2 or 5 paper find that our package is
I got it.
This paper.
Got it, Tushar. Okay. Tushar, I'll make matters simpler, Tushar. See, first of all, I'm contemplating that I should write a paper, a critical appreciation of various packages in R. You can write one beautiful paper, critical appreciation, and send it to a good journal. Even top-notch journal will accept it. Critical evaluation, and you have to be a very strong argument. And then you have to, again, I'll tell. See, I've used all the 3 packages. I can tell you the limitations of all the 3 packages one by one. In fact, in my previous workshop, I used 3 packages to make audience understand. And some people had written, sir, it was very confusing, and suddenly you were changing the package from here and there. So now,
sir, hopefully we can use those others 2 package in 10th March last day.
Listen. I'll show you that also. Tushar, it's a very good question. First of all, I must appreciate you. You have asked a wonderful question, Tushar. But to answer you in a very simple way, Tushar, SEMinR package, if you focus, it is foolproof in itself, because Q square is not a very Q square is stone geyser statistics. Q square is, in my opinion, is a very redundant method of saying that my model has predictive relevance. Now, Professor Shumoli and other associates, they have come out with PLS predict, and PLS predict uses blindfolding procedures where you divide your samples into training and holdout sample. That is more robust. See, when you report HTMT, FL is outdated. When you report HTMT, FL is outdated. So similarly, when you report PLS predict,
logically not needed.
Q square is outdated. That's why I'm saying that if you report on certain important metrics, wise people will understand that since he has reported PLS predict, why should pressurize him and tell him to report Q square, which is anyway a redundant technique.
Yes, sir.
The problem
Yes,
with most of us is that we are more obsessed with the analytical part. Again, Kiran asked a wonderful question. If Kiran can report bootstrap HTML, fine. No reporting loading, no reporting FL criteria. That's it, fine. Similarly, if you report PLS predict and SEMinR package will give you PLS predict beautifully.
Yes, sir.
And I'll tell you, Tushar, to answer you, SEM package always reports PLS predict in a very faulty way. In a very faulty way.
Okay, sir.
My papers have been rejected because I reported PLS predict using SEM package, and SEM package is always giving a perfect picture. Now your SEMinR package is so awesome that it will give you a correct estimation. That's why now why people are using SEMinR is the latest package. And you know this, Tushar,
Yes,
for quite a good number of time, PLS-PM package was removed from CRAN. So if a package is removed from CRAN,
yes, I did find this paper and this journal package. I saw also, sir. Sir, I understand your point, sir. But in fact, this book using R, partial least square equation modeling bracket PLS-SEM using R. This book have no mention in Q square predict thing. Also, I just opened the SEMinR Facebook group, and Mr. Nicholas Dang, admin, he wrote this: "Hi, thanks for your interesting seminar. Since Q square is no longer recommended for model evaluation," he wrote this thing in their
that's why I'm saying no, Q square is redundant
page. I can paste.
Q square is redundant. It's not
redundant. Yes, sir. But
that's why.
But in smart PLS package, it is also continuing smart PLS package in
again. I'll say R is
package.
For again. I'm saying R is for intelligent people. Again, let me say this candidly. And SEMinR package is giving you what is wanted. It is not beating around the bush.
Yes,
it's not beating around the bush.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go to Shilpa.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Shilpa, let's go to Shilpa.
Hello,
thank you, sir.
Yes, Shilpa.
Sir, regarding the standard error, what is standard error and how it is to be reported, sir? How to calculate standard error?
See, whenever you compute regression, in that case you get standard error. Please understand what is standard error. Standard error is the difference between your observed variable and your between your data and the predicted data. Yes. And actually, there is no threshold which says that standard error should be this or that. There is no threshold. But lower the standard error, better is your model fit. Now, standard error and whatever you are talking about standard error, there are certain model fit indices, or there are model indices like RMSCA, or for that matter, SRMR, RMS theta. They take standard error and then they report on the prediction. See, lower the standard error, better the model. Shilpa, lower the standard error, better the model. Yes, but what should be the standard error? So there are certain important metrics, Shilpa, like you should focus on RMSCA. You should focus on mean absolute error. So there are two statistics, RMSCA and mean absolute error, that you should focus. So Shilpa, in the fourth session or fifth session, when we will see the predictive power of the model, there we'll focus on this RMSCA and MAE statistics. By the way, none of the PLS-SEM paper. I'll show you one A-star paper, Shilpa. Thank you for asking this question, Shilpa. I'll show you one A-star paper where people have reported PLS-SEM. Again, forget about IMB review and all those paper. See this paper. Where is that? When to use SEMinR book workshops. Okay. Let me show you this. Just a second. I'll show you. No, wait. First, let me share the screen. Share the screen, and I'll show you A-star paper, Shilpa, where people are not talking about anything related to standard error and all those things. See, this is the paper which is published in European Business Review, and authors have used PLS-SEM. And Sonam's question, Kiranji's question, my friend Tushar's question, your question, Shilpa, everything will be answered. See, this is a paper where psychological ownership in social media influencer marketing, European Business Review. And here, see, if you read this paper, just focus. See, they are reported their analysis in a very unique way. I love their reporting style, and the writing style is also awesome. And here, if you see they have started reporting from here, PLS-SEM. See their model and all are reflective constructs, and see measurement methods, and here see sample procedures. Overall, 274 people participated. Kiran, see, 274 is a decent sample size. Okay. Then they are saying in some the sample was reduced to 22 participants and F square and all. And then see, come with the results. Measurement model. Shilpa, pay attention.
Yes, sir.
And here they are not talking anywhere about standard error. So the analysis focused first on the measurement model quality in keeping with Hare et al. The assessment included controls for internal consistent reliability, indicator reliability, reflective construct, discriminant validity, convergent validity to evaluate the result stability. To start with the construct's attitude towards the product, purchase, intention, PO. See the construct Cronbach alpha and rho, somebody was asking rho, were determined to control their reliability as all the values were above 0.7. Dekho, sub lambda bolo, Cronbach alpha bolo, all should be greater than 0.7. I think Loveji was asking ki, how much should be lambda? It should be greater than 0.7. And what is that lambda he was asking? Lambda is nothing but relationship between the latent construct and the manifest variable. And that value, that lambda value should be greater than 0.7. And see, Shilpa, if you focus, nowhere they have talked about standard error. Standard error is you automatically get when you calculate regression. And standard error is nothing but the difference between the observed value and the predicted value in the regression. Yes? Don't bother about it.
So it is required to report in the when we are testing the hypothesis?
No, hypothesis testing. See, this is A-star journal, Shilpa. See. Yes, now see, they have reported the loading, lambda. Yes. See, they have reported the loading. And Sonam was saying it was factor model or regression weight. See, people call it loading. That's it. Simplify the matter. Don't get caught up in words.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
And see, nowhere they have reported standard error, Shilpa.
Yes, sir.
And see what they are reporting, loading. This is the sample size, mean they are reporting of every item. Standard deviation they are reporting. AV they are reporting. Dijkstra-Hensler rho. Now they are reporting Dijkstra-Hensler rho, ROHA. Then Cronbach alpha they are reporting. And this see they are reporting the relation between the constructs. This is correlation matrix. What is happening here suddenly? Stop. I think by mistake, Capilot has started. Then focus on higher order constructs. Shilpa, I was telling you to model higher order constructs. Huh? Yes, Shilpa, sir, read this paper. Read this paper. Then they are talking about construct HTMT. See, Kiran, just pay attention. This is they are reporting only HTMT. They are not even reporting HTMT bootstrap. They are simply reporting HTMT and all the values are lesser than 0.85. And then I think Tushar, they are reporting Q square predict. But again, Q square predict can be calculated manually, but not required. And they are just reporting RMSE values, and they're comparing linear model benchmark with PLS-SEM benchmark. And Q square can be calculated manually. Don't worry, it can be calculated manually. Yes, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir.
And here, see, they're talking about hypothesis. See, hypothesis, Shilpa, nowhere they have written standard error.
Yes, sir. Okay.
They are only writing path coefficient, no p-value, no t-value. Yes, no p-value, no t-value. See, p-value, t-value is outdated. If you get the confidence interval, no, that is sufficient.
Okay.
Report confidence interval. But yes, India mein kya hota hai malum hai kya? In India, people want to report everything. For convergent validity, they will report Cronbach alpha, they will report composite reliability, they will report Dijkstra-Hensler rho. Then they will say all my loadings are greater than 0.70. Then discriminant validity, they will report. Forner criteria, they will report. Cross loading, they will report. HTMT, my goodness. Yes. Then again, come for predictive power of the model. People will report Q square. Why are you reporting Q square when PLS predict is more robust? You know, in India, no, sorry, I'm not criticizing the country. In Indian papers, no, they want to report everything because they are more obsessed with analytics part. I remember I met one of a very great professor. in a very big conference. And this, उसने क्या बोला मालूम है क्या? Indians are very good in analysis, but very poor in theory development. Indians know they are very good in analysis, but very poor in theory development. You all agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Analysis, we are very good. See, software is, you put anything in software, something will come out. That's why I tell all my friends, don't be obsessed with numbers. See, this paper, if you see, they are very, see, reporting is there. Reporting is there. But see, they are more focused on the, see, this paper is very rigor in theory. Yeah? See, limitation, they have not written conclusion also. Limitation and future research. Where is the conclusion? Conclusion is not there only, it seems. Either a conclusion. Okay, they have written. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say, all of you. Let me talk to you first. Hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. Shilpa, you have any more queries?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Hope guys you are enjoying, you are learning something.
Sir,
Yes, Kiran, yes.
this do we like can we do our entire analysis on SEMinR package only?
100% Kiran, 100%. SEMinR package is foolproof in itself. It gives you what is updated and what is relevant.
Okay, so this is sufficient for research paper as well as thesis, right?
Yes, 100% Kiran, 100% Kiran. And Kiran, when I started writing my thesis in 2020, at that time SEMinR package didn't come, and I used PLS-SEM and SEM package.
Okay.
Yes. And when I was about to submit my thesis, SEMinR came, and I lost all motivation. Who will write coding and again rerun? I restricted my analysis to PLS-SEM and SEM. Okay. By the way, I can teach you SEM also. Huh? I can teach you SEM also, and I can tell you n number of limitation of SEM. Yes, SEMinR package. Trust me, and you can consult with any other senior professors who are expert in R. SEMinR package is foolproof in itself. I think Tushar did mention. No, where is Tushar? Is there? Tushar is there. Tushar, he wrote a mail to, or he wrote something to Ray and Danks. They said Q square is not required. When PLS spreading is there, why? Yes, Tushar, am I correct?
Sir, I just yes, sir. I am not writing written this thing, but I find this thing because I am just screenshot is pasted in chat board. मतलब notebook कहाँ पे है?
Yes, yes.
Notebook.
Yes.
Let's see.
Okay, I don't read the chat and all. See, I think he has written. Hi, thanks for interest in SEMinR. Since Q square is no longer recommended for model evaluation, we do not have this feature. You can read about the latest model in SEMinR at. Okay.
This is dang.
Exactly. What I am saying is supported by the professor and supported by Tushar. And Kiran, SEMinR is up to date. If somebody questions you, call me. I will defend your thesis. Don't worry.
Okay. And so next question was if I close this R Studio for now, and tomorrow again if I start working on it, then will the package still remain, or do I need to install the package?
Then you have to in library. Package will be there. You have to only invoke the library.
Okay.
And you can also get whatever you have whatever history you have done. No, you should. But I'll show you. Let me close my R Studio in front of in.
Sir, share your updated R syntax, today's R syntax. You have updated some things.
I will upload, sir. I'll upload.
And sir, moreover, apart from it, sir, you have mentioned another step by step. You have changed the lambda value you were showing in the path in diagram. Sir, how you have created that diagram, sir? You tell me.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, see, I have written this command, sir. Let me remove this day 2. Sir, see what I did. Plot, and then what I did. Simply this bootstrap, this vector, sir, I put it in plot.
Okay, sir.
Plot, and this bootstrap vector, I put it here. So if I done this, say this. Getting, sir? Now let me do one thing. Let me close my R Studio. Can I close it? It will ask, do you want to save? Say save. Yes. And now let me take you to my DRS file. See, this is my DRS file. Can you see history, Kiran? Next time you should simply click on this. Automatically everything you will get everything whatever you did it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll take few queries. Go ahead, friends, whatever query you have, you tell me and we'll answer it. If I'm not able to answer today, I'll read and I will come back to you, but I will answer all your queries. But I think, let me, please take it from me.
So
SEMinR package is full in itself. Yes, yes,
So
Kiran, go
one
ahead.
last question from my side.
Okay.
If I want to make alternate models, then how do I do that?
Alternate models, then you have to go for model comparison. Now again,
Okay.
again in this workshop, as I said, this is an advanced workshop. Now in the coming days, we will see PLS predict and we'll see model comparison. Now there is
Okay.
one more model comparison technique which is known as CVPAT. Which is known as CVPAT, cross-validated predictive ability test. We are going to see that. Let's say you propose one model and there is you want to check whether this model is better or some other model is better. So you can do model comparison, and then you can say, okay, this model is better. It is explaining the reality better than the earlier one.
Okay,
so actually, even that I have proposed, and it will be covered in future. In last 3 days, we'll cover it. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you, sir.
And henceforth, in the coming workshop, I will not explain the syntax. I will simply run it and explain the output. Because syntax is fixed, my friends. Syntax is fixed. Okay. Any other query? Sonam, you are satisfied? Felix
Yes,
ji?
sir. Yes, sir. No more queries. Thank you so much.
Okay.
More query, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Go and practice. And what I will do, I will delete the earlier file.
Sir, I had a query.
Yes,
Yes,
Abhishek.
sir.
Yeah,
Our syntax
Abhishek.
only, sir. We
Sir,
want
I would
updated
just
our
want to
syntax.
know, like I'm writing my final thesis and all, and I just read some in some research paper that CBSM is done by the AMOS and PLS, SME is done by the Smart PLS. So can we write put it our software over there also?
No. See, first of all, be very authentic. Be frank and be genuine and be real as to what software you're using. If you're using CBSEM, nothing wrong with it. If you're using Smart PLS, nothing wrong with it. I'll show you. It's a very good question. I need to address this question. Wait, just a second. I'll show you. Just a second. It's a very good question. Just see my thesis, huh? Abhishek, see my thesis. Abhishek, just a second. Have patience with me and see my thesis. It's a wonderful question, and see my thesis. See, I'll report which software I use. Huh? Everybody will laugh on me. Now, see the statistical analysis part. Huh? Research population, sample size estimation, and measurements, and just a second. Abhishek, can you read this? Abhishek. Hello, all of you can hear me? Hello?
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Yes,
See,
sir. You are audible.
Just see, now this is an interesting fact. Statistical analysis is performed using R version. At that time, this was the version. Significance of specific indirect effects, simple and serial mediation in the model were assessed using Smart PLS-4. You know, now see, Abhishek, I am very honest in reporting my software. I performed all the analysis in R and R Studio, but PLS-PM and CSEM package were not giving me specific indirect effect. So what I did, I bought Smart PLS-4, Abhishek. Then I tested. Now buying Smart, see, it's like elephant taking a bath. Elephant took a bath, came out of the water, and again it put all the mud on it. See, actually, when I'm reporting this, then somebody will ask, oh, sir, why you wasted your time and written all this 17, 18 pages code which you have put in the annexure. Smart PLS-4, click of button, you would have got everything. But I was very authentic. I said, now I'm very clear. But nobody asked me this question. My thesis was reviewed by IIT Chennai professor. And even he didn't raise this question. Had he raised this question, I would have told him, sir, initially I started all my analysis with R, but I was stuck up at one place that I was not getting the p-value, t-value, or confidence interval for specific indirect effect, because there were many indirect effects. There were 13 indirect effects in my model, and I was not able to get it R. Had I used SEMinR package, no, Abhishek, I would not have used Smart PLS-4. But I became too lazy after writing all the analysis. Then I said, who will go again write the code and check all those things? Then I said, okay. So Abhishek, whatever software you use, no, please report it honestly, Abhishek. See again,
सेमिनार में तो ये मीडिएशन वगैरह सब हो जाएगा ना, पैरेलल
सब
सीरियल
हो
मॉडरेशन
जाएगा,
एंड ऑल.
सब सेमिनार तो अपना बाप है अपने आप में, सोनम.
No, my purpose of doing this workshop is this only, because I was working, looking to work on the R only, and I'm creating my model with the help of, after doing this, I'm going to work. But yesterday I was reading some paper, research paper for these things. So there I have read this CBSM and PLS. So they told that PLS-SM is done by the Smart PLS and CBSM done by the AMOS.
But now,
But now my things
now,
are clear.
But now both can be handled by Smart PLS-4, sir.
Okay.
Abhishek,
So
your query is addressed?
Yeah, so we can write the R package that we have done the SME with the PLS with the R package.
Yes. Okay.
That's good. So one more question. I think rest, if don't mind, like in your thesis, you have written the 4 zones: north, east, west, and south.
So these are the places where I've collected data.
Okay. Same way I'm doing it. I'm taking the 4 zone of India, and I've divided 4 zone of India into two parts in two cities. And from each cities, I'm collecting the 100 data.
Okay.
So total 800 data. So I think according to you, what to suggest? Is it okay, or should I reduce it somewhat?
Okay, so we will discuss some other day, Abhishek. I actually will discuss. It's a methodology question. Listen.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so good day, all of you. I need to take a break. Okay, so thank you so
Only
much.
share your R syntax file.
Thank you so much.
Lavji, what I'll do, I'll delete the old syntax and upload the new one. Okay.
Okay.
Give me time.
Thank you.
I will put the message in the group.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Chalo, bye, all of you. God bless all of you. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
God bless. God bless. God bless. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.